All right, man. Hopefully the audio is good. Shout out to everybody that's going to be participating in this live stream. Big salute to UGC. Make sure y'all go to the homepage, click the channels tab, and subscribe to all of my brothers there in the UGC click. Salute to everybody, man, that's been putting in work in the YTBC, and everybody that's just been showing the support from day one. I'm your host, Black Horse and Promotions. I'll send a link out in a little bit. As y'all know, I just warm it up, start talking on the topics, and then let my brothers come and chime in if they got time. But I had a busy weekend working and stuff, and I just got an opportunity to watch the Triple G versus Sergey Derevchenko fight yesterday. Me and wifey watched it, and Triple G got his ass whooped, bro. He got his ass whooped, and he got a good ass whooping too. Now, I would say this about Triple G is that dude has an extraordinary chin because Derevchenko was hitting him with everything. I mean, keeping constant pressure on the dude. Um, and this is what I realized about Triple G at this point. Triple G, when if you can back Triple G up, you can have success. Triple G does not punch going backwards, and Derevchenko picked up on that. And so he just, when he seen Triple G coming forward, he knew he was about to let them punches start flying. So he just pretty much you know he's a good adapter. He was able to adjust and adapt round by round. And I just seen Derevchenko, his stamina held up all the way through the fight. He was able to hurt Triple G quite a few times in the fight. And I just felt like they blatantly robbed that dude. After the third round, I had Derevchenko coasting. Now I'm not saying that the rounds wasn't close, but just because a round can be close does not mean someone is not winning the round. Like, it was close rounds, but it would be rounds where you could see that Derevchenko was landing the majority of the shots. He was able to dictate the pace. He had Triple G backing up majority of the time, and he really had Triple G uncomfortable and um, less hesitant about letting his punches go. But credit to Triple G, he was able to take all of those shots because he got hit with a whole lot. And for them to give Triple G a unanimous decision win, man, it's just totally disrespectful. Um, it's disrespectful to the sport of boxing and as a whole. And I get it, man. This is the politics of boxing, and what I don't like is that you got guys that's promised a great career ahead of them. Signed a big contract, and the last thing they need is someone who's just supposed to be I'm not gonna say a tune-up, but somebody who's just supposed to be a winnable fight, and these guys go in there and upset them, and then but because of the contract situation or because of the plans that the networks have with this particular one individual fighter, they don't want to give the victory to the other opponent because they didn't make plans surrounding that individual. And it's just hurting the sport of boxing as a whole, man. It's just not cool. It's really not cool. Let me go to the other screen and make sure everything is looking good on the YouTube side, because y'all know I'll be using this duck yard. So let me make sure everything's is good. All right. Seems like the audio's straight. Y'all smash the like button as you come in. Salute to everybody that's catching the playback, man. Shout out to y'all. Not everybody can catch the lives, but shout out to ones catching the playback too. But yeah, I mean, it's just one of them situations where you got a guy who the networks prefer to win, or a certain promoter, right? And it's like I feel that that's unfair, man, and it's not fair to the one that worked so hard to get there. Derevchenko, man, that guy can fight. He can fight, and it just sucks because to the casual fans, they don't they're not really into boxing like that. They just have a certain fighter or fighters that they like, and they only watch them. That's it. Anybody else in the sport of boxing, they don't really watch. They just have their own favorites that they watch, and that's cool. But I'm a fan of the sport of boxing. If somebody know how to fight and use every tool that they can use in boxing, as long as it ain't no dirty shit. If you on PDs, fuck you. I don't watch you. I don't care to, support you or be a fan of you. If you doing dirty tactics in the ring, I don't too much care for you. And if you always getting network gifts and network bias, passes for certain things, like nah. I don't really care for fighters like that. But ones that actually stay in the gym, dedicate themselves, want all the top competition, willing to prove they're a clean athlete. Them are the fighters I fuck with, man. Ones that even if they got losses, I don't care. And you know what, Triple G and Derevchenko both showed they had heart in there, man. It were moments in there for Derevchenko where he was getting hit with some heavy shit, man. Um, when that and then these damn commentators got to get together, man. When you got fucking replay and you still can't determine what call it is, it's like they talking about, yeah, I think it was a headbutt. I think it was a clear left hook that Triple G landed on Derevchenko eye. Clear. So I mean, stay focused, commentators. Some of them do a good job though. Some of them, on the zone, they do a good job. Shout out to my dog, my bro Angel Santos, right there on the channels tab. Original UDC affiliate, man. Shout out to Angel Santos. Good morning, homie. Good morning. All right, I'm about to send a link, bro. I'm about to send a link. Because this is what we can talk about. And also, I want to make sure that we cover these topics today. We're not just talking about Triple G and Derevchenko, because I do feel like that was a robbery. Um, my bad, y'all. When I be navigating screens on this. I'm nigga raking this shit with my phone. So if it kicks me out, I'll just jump back in. Bear with me. So we're gonna talk about how Triple G got his ass whooped. Popular fighters versus unpopular. You know, um, a lot of times it's a situation now where if there is a popular fighter versus an unpopular fighter, if um if it goes the distance and a guy doesn't get knocked down a whole bunch of times or knocked out, the popular guy is going to win the fight now, and it's hurting the sport of boxing. Like that's how they got it. I mean, at least that's the message they sending. Like the more popular guy is going to get the nod. You know, um, and it's just a shame, man. It's like, why work your way up the rankings to get a title shot to fight the popular champ if you're not going to be treated fairly? If you clearly beat them and they don't give you the victory, it's like, man, I work my ass off for nothing. You work your ass off to hear and the new. You don't work your ass off to just and still to hear and still, and then you just looking like, nigga, I know good and well this nigga didn't beat me. Chin Smoke, what's good, bro? Good morning to you. All day, straight up. What's up, Samuel Shaw, my bro? All right, let me get this link real quick sent out, and we good to go. We's good to go. Get my UDC brothers on here. Um, if the fellas are available, man, I'm gonna try to get a full roster. I think with this deck yard, you can do about 6. So all right, my bad. So we just need to get about 5 more individuals on here to join this humble UGC live stream, man. Well, salute to everybody, man. Good morning. We're trying to start y'all week off right and talk about this stuff going on in boxing, man. because as a real boxing fan, I'm like I'm starting to lose my passion for not for boxing, but just for all the bullshit that's going on, man. Politics, man. Popular guys always getting favored over the unpopular guy, you know. And you know what? To be honest with you, it makes Daniel Jacobs' victory over Derevchenko look better. Seeing the way he did Triple G in there, and I knew that was a good win for Jacobs. That's why I gave him a lot of respect for that. I was like, damn, that was a good win. You know, guys like Derevchenko, guys like Ugas, guys like Ortiz. You know, before he got the shot with Wilder, like certain guys that kind of like low key come up and be on the radar, like, you know, under the radar. You'd be like, them the ones I watch, you know, because I'll be looking for the next ones to just come and take over, man. Like that would have been great for boxing to see Derevchenko, you know. Angel, what's good?
What's up, man? Can you hear me?
What's happening? Yeah, I hear you.
All right, good.
Just make sure your volume all the way good so they, you know, all the way up so they can hear
Yeah.
you. Because I can hear you. I got the earbuds in.
All right, cool. Nah, man, shit.
Yeah. Make sure y'all let us know in the chat. Can y'all hear Angel
Yeah, y'all
clearly?
can hear me?
Y'all let us know. How you feeling, man? Good morning to you, man. Happy Monday. We starting the week off, man. I see you got time, cuz.
Yeah, man. Here in Florida now. So got out of work currently. Ain't got no
Yeah.
job, but it's all good.
Well,
I'm
you on
going.
the
I'm
UGC
going.
job, man. You
Yeah,
know.
I'm going to school anyway, man. So
Yeah, me too. Me too. I'm doing both,
all
man.
good.
And in
Yeah,
school.
this weekend was good, man.
So what's your thoughts on it, man? Was you able to catch the Triple G, Derevchenko?
Yeah, I did, man. It played out just exactly like I thought it would, man. I always knew Derevchenko was gonna do good against Triple G for the longest. For the past 6, 7 years, I always knew like this kid is gonna put that work in on Triple G, man, and that's exactly what happened on Saturday, man. We outboxed
Mm-hmm.
him. He outlanded him. He out hustled him, man. And truth be told, man, that cut, I don't think if it wasn't for that cut,
Mm-hmm.
I think Derevchenko would have probably
Pieced him up more.
pieced him up even more, man. He could not see. You know what I mean? He could not see. Um, that was some dirty tactics here and there by Triple G here and there that I
What kind of
saw. But
tactics?
he like almost headbutt him,
Mm.
but not quite. I mean that's gonna happen though. I mean that's every fight, but it was a good fight, man. It was a good fight. They want to say Triple G, and Triple G did look sick. I'm not gonna lie. Like I even said it in the chat, in a hangout. Like, damn, before Triple G like was getting out, I was like, damn, he looked sick. And then
Mm.
Eddie Hearn, confirmed like he did have the flu or whatever. So maybe that played a factor in it too. Maybe but in any case, um, yeah. Oh, see, Sean's saying it right now. That cut made Derevchenko take chances. Yeah, that too. Because I don't think I think that cut definitely lit the fire in Derevchenko to not wait. Because I think that's the problem with Derevchenko, man. His
Yo,
issue is
you
he
guys still
kind of
there?
starts late. He
Yeah.
kind of
You hear
starts late.
what's
Oh,
up, my bias?
what's good? What's good?
Can you hear
Yeah,
me?
man. Yeah, you were cutting out for a minute.
Oh, okay.
Was he? Okay.
No, what I was saying was I think what Sean was saying was with that cut, it lit the fire on the Derevchenko and gave him the ability to take more chances. Gave him
Mm-hmm.
that force. To take more chances in there. And what you saw, man. He outboxed, he outlanded Triple G, he hurt Triple G really bad to the body, man. He was going to the body
Real bad.
all night, all night. He was trying to break Triple G's ribs, man. That's what it was looking like.
Yep.
You know,
I
he
had, I
What's
he
up, my
he gave him
bias?
that pain.
I
Let
had
me bring
Dervin.
him in right. Unbiased, we got him on the channels tab, man. Salute to him. One of the most fire channels on YouTube. Make sure y'all go subscribe to Unbiased or Biased Boxing Talk right here on YouTube. What's good, bro?
What's good, man? I had Triple G losing as well. I definitely I had Dervianchenko. I didn't get to watch it live, but from what everybody was telling me in the chat as it was happening, I
Mhm.
thought Triple G was getting like his ass beat a lot worse than uh than what it looked like. But I definitely had Dervianchenko winning. But I do want to give Triple G his respect a little bit
Me too.
because he made that fight a war, dog. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like about watching Triple G's fights. I know he's gonna bring the action. But
Yeah.
Dervianchenko has always been underrated, man. I made a video about this maybe like 2 months ago. I said exactly what this fight would be. It was going to
Mhm.
be a war, you know what I'm saying? Because both of these guys, they go in for the kill. And the reason why Jacobs looked the way he did versus Dervianchenko is because they've
You
been
know him.
sparring each other.
Yeah.
Exactly. So he's a good fighter, man.
And then on top of that, he couldn't even use Andre, was it Rozier, as a trainer? He had to use the other guy to train him for the fight. Remember, Rozier had to choose Danny Jacobs' side. Even though both of them was his fighters, but for that particular fight, he was in Danny Jacobs' corner, and in Derevchenko's corner, he had somebody else, like a co-trainer or something. So that kind of made a difference too, because when you got your primary trainer in the corner giving you the right advice round by round, then it helps you, better. But yeah, I feel like if it wasn't for that, like say if Danny Jacobs didn't even know Derevchenko at all, never seen him fight, like, and didn't know his style, man, I think Derevchenko, like, to me, man, like I still feel like Derevchenko, man, he's a fucking, like, I don't
He's
know. I'm
top
kind of
five.
thinking of. I mean, I look at his record, 13-1. I'm like, he kind of remind me of a Lomo a little bit. Like he kind of on that fast track. He's a fucking problem. Like he got one loss, just like Lomachenko, but that don't mean shit. Like it's almost like he went on a he came at Triple G like, nigga, you fuck my wife, nigga, you stole money from me. I'm about to beat you. Like it was almost like it was a personal thing. And I realized that what I learned about Triple G, which is a weakness that a lot of people can take advantage of, if when he backs up, you can get off on him because he does not throw punches when he's backing up. When he coming forward, or he coming with that heat, and you got
You
to be
know,
careful because yeah.
You know what it is though? I'll say this because I mean that's like that to me that's kind of true. But what it was is Derevyanchenko kept cutting that damn angle. He kept cutting
Mm,
the angle. So when Triple G would back up, he cut that angle. So Triple G didn't know where the punches was coming from. Like with
Yeah,
Canelo would back him up, but he knew Canelo would be right there using lateral movements. So Triple G would catch Canelo backing up at points because he actually could box. Triple G is a decent boxer. Like if you have power and he respects your power, he'll box you. He did that versus Lemieux. But in this fight, I don't think he respected Derevyanchenko's power up top, like upstairs, but to the
uh-huh.
body for sure. For sure, he
Oh
was
my
hurting.
god. Yeah,
Yeah, he
yeah.
was
yeah,
hurting.
I mean, when you was talking about the having more respect for Triple G, I mean, to me, that's a part of what makes you elite. If you have a good chin, now that's why I brought this up last live stream because we were talking about how I think you said something about Lipinets, right? And you said his defense trash. I was like, yeah, that is true. But if you got a really, really good chin, you can still accommodate for not having good defense by being able to have good offense and be able to take that person's punch or best punch. And I got to give it to Derevchenko in the chin category too, because I'm like, damn, he was getting hit with some shit,
Right.
flush shit, and after that second round shit, I had that nigga like just he was taking over the fight, man. I literally gave the first 2 rounds to Triple G from third all the way up to about maybe 10, maybe like 9 or 10. Then Triple G started really getting some work in, starting to land some shit. But um, that shit was like Derevchenko show pretty much to me.
I had it
yeah.
close. I had it close, but Derevyanchenko was stealing those rounds because his
Mm-hmm.
output and he was outboxing Triple G at points. But when Triple G started to land with his jab, that's the thing. Derevyanchenko took away his jab. He took that shit away. He was like, "Nah, you ain't using this today." You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
When he did get hit with that jab, his head was getting popped back because that jab for Triple G is like a
Yeah,
right hand. It's like a power
it
punch.
is,
Yeah.
So
It's a
bro.
power. It's a
And
power jab.
he's accurate with it too. I saw how he was able to accurately hit him right in the eye where he cut. Like he was like aiming the jab right at the fucking eye. I was like,
you break
damn, this motherfucker
you
laser
broke up
sharp
on
with
that.
that jab. Oh, can
You
you
were
hear me?
breaking up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Angel.
he definitely has a power jab, man. He was hurting Derevchenko pretty bad with that jab, man. You see Derevchenko's eyes, is a testament to that, man. That jab is something else that Triple G has, especially he lays so much power in it, and
Mhm.
he has you up against the ropes, man. He was popping Derevchenko's back pretty good, man.
Yeah.
I was surprised Derevchenko was taking them. Like he took a lot of those jabs though, but Bias is right, man. He did
Surprised
neutralize
that
Triple G's jab for the most part. And those angles, whenever he backed Triple G up, he Devchenko made it to where Triple G's return punch could not land accurately, or if it did try to land, it would just, it would just, be off to where it wouldn't really affect Derevchenko like that, man. And that's a testament to
Yeah.
Derevchenko's footwork. Derevchenko got
His
some
footwork.
amazing footwork,
his
That's
man.
why I
legs,
brought up. That's why I said something about it. Kind of remind me of Lomachenko because it's a lot of similarities, man. Now, maybe you could say differences. Um, I mean, Derevchenko, like I said, he goes to the body, he goes upstairs, he punches at angles. He's a very like how you said about Lomachenko bias. Why you don't really want to put him too high on the pound for pound is because you feel like his style, being he's so aggressive, may not translate over into higher weight classes. Being that that's just kind of like remind me of Chocolate Tito, really good fighter, but his style just didn't translate into ultimate pound for pound because when you went up, you just too aggressive. You gotta, like you said, you gotta be on some defensive shit when you go up. I'm certain at some point you gotta go defensive minded instead of just being I'm gonna go blazing every time and I'm gonna blaze him out before he can blaze me. But if he got good defense and your defense trash, then you know that you're gonna be out of there. You're gonna be out of there.
now I see a lot of channels. This is the thing. I just want to
Yeah.
say this. I see a lot of
I
channels
think
saying
Triple G's
now.
age showed a
Oh,
bit
my
too,
bad.
man. That's another thing, man. You got
Yeah,
some
it did.
wear and
It
tear.
did. It did.
And
But I see a lot of channels
yeah,
saying
man. I
now
mean, I think
Triple G got
Derevchenko's
exposed.
definitely
But
a fresher 33-year-old, right? Um,
Hold
yeah,
on.
it didn't look bad. It didn't look good, especially a UD decision. That was bad.
word.
Well,
I just want to say this real quick. I see a lot of channels saying that
can
Triple G got
can you hear me?
exposed.
Anybody hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Channel saying Triple G got exposed, man. I don't understand that because they act like Triple G has not been fighting this way for a very long time. This is Triple G's style. He always comes, he brings a war. So I don't see him as being exposed because he, got hit with a bunch of punches. Like that's always been Triple G. But one thing we do know, he fought a higher caliber fighter. So you're not gonna look, the best when you're fighting guys that are above the standard of what you might be used to fighting. And shit, he to me it was a good ass fight. It was a really good fight. Could be a fight of the year candidate. It reminded me of Ward versus Gotti. So all the people that saying, he got exposed, I don't get that.
Oh, they were saying Triple G got exposed.
Yeah, and I'm like, you guys haven't seen a Triple G fight before. This is how he fights. You know
How
what I
you
mean?
fight?
He always comes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I didn't like though in the fight? I mean, oh well, this is one thing I noticed in the fight about Triple G, about his trainer, Jonathan Banks. It seems like he was upset. Like he allowed himself to get upset by the performance of Triple G being that like you making me look bad type shit. And when I seen in the later rounds, like I didn't hear too much of the in between in the corner, the audio, but I think it was the 12th, right? Getting ready to go into the 12th. And he said to Triple G, just dig deep. Everything you got, dig deep. And I'm like, bro, that ain't giving him no instructions. You need to tell him you need a knockout or you need this round. He was just saying like dig deep, like so. And then when they was asking him questions, on the side, you know, why they round by round they'll ask the trainer, how do you feel your fighter doing? He was saying some shit like basically kind of criticizing him, like he not doing what I'm telling him, what I've been telling him to do, this, that, and the other, like was just being real critical about Triple G and like almost like it just was not a good look. It's just not a good look, you know. I'm not saying that you got to be fake and say, "Oh, we all right, we got a game plan. We're gonna work on this, whoop whoop." But it's just like, man, he had like an emotional thing behind it. Like, man, this dude ain't doing what I'm fucking telling him to do. Period. So he gonna lose this fight. That's how he was acting to me.
Mm.
And Bias got
Yeah, man. I mean, you know,
clones.
I think
Oh, okay.
Triple G didn't have him in the victory photo or something like that.
Oh, see, I mean, I noticed that shit there. I mean, I'm telling you, when Triple G, don't be surprised if he get fired. If Triple G move on to somebody
Yeah,
else, just off that shit, because I was like, that ain't a good look, bro. Like,
that's
you
not a
gotta
good
be,
look, man.
yeah, you gotta be more supportive of your fighter, even if he's doing bad. Like, you gotta give him proper instructions. If like as bad as he was getting beat up to me, which I couldn't understand how Triple G was still standing, because Derevchenko was beating the hell out of Triple G, and he's still standing after all of that, took all of that punishment. You supposed to be the one from, was it Crunk Gym, whatever, and giving him a strategy of defense and being able to make adjustments and be able to move better and all of this stuff. He getting his ass beat. You getting mad because like, fuck, I ain't teaching him this, Nick. You making me look bad. He on that type shit, like from what I'm seeing. And all the while, Triple G probably needed him to just say like, hey, um, stay on, stay on your back foot, jab more, tie him up when he's in close, don't trade with him on the inside, something. But it just seemed like he was just getting upset. And that's a big part of winning too, is your corner got to keep their composure. And I don't think he kept his composure, because when that lady asked him the questions about Triple G performance in between rounds, that shit was not good. It was not good. So I
Yeah,
mean, don't be shocked. He might be out of here. You know.
yeah. I would have told him, man, you know, that last round for Triple G to work the jab more, you know, and then get Derevchenko to the ropes. Just try to just maul him right there. That's what he should have did. But I don't know. He kept. I don't know, man. I didn't like the instruction either of what he was getting.
I didn't really get. I
Then
can't
on
say he wasn't giving them good instructions throughout the fight, but I know that from what I heard on that interview, and then when I heard in between the 11th and 12th, I was
yeah,
like, I don't know what this is, bro. You're not. I don't
I
hear
know.
you giving them nothing.
I I know what you're talking about. I didn't really like the instruction he was giving him in between the rounds either. On the opposite note, Andre Rozier, you know, he excellent instruction as always, man. You know,
Right. That
one of the best trainers.
and I'm glad you brought
Right.
that up, because it made me think like, well, this nigga Rozier is kind of shining in this fucking fight. Nobody's ever, besides Brooke, who got his face broke, right? Nobody's really brung it to Triple G like that. Not from what I'm seeing. Not even Canelo. Like Canelo did good, but I felt Derevchenko did better versus Triple G.
Yeah.
Even though he got
He
dropped,
did.
I just felt like Derevchenko did better as far as more. I mean, he hurt Triple G, bro.
He hurt back. I'm saying he's landed the most punches on Triple G than any other opponent. And he hurt Triple G the most visibly. Everybody saw Triple G visibly hurt and backing up multiple times, way more times than Canelo backed Triple G up in the second fight.
Yeah, yeah,
Chenko
that's what I'm
beat
saying.
Chenko beat Triple G more decisively than Jacobs, Canelo, anybody
Yes, yes.
ever
That was
did.
the most clean. That's the most clear victory over Triple G I seen. If y'all want to debate the Canelo, if they want to debate the Danny Jacobs, whatever. But this right here with Derevchenko, oh, that was a clear Derevchenko nigga clinic right there for me. I
I
ain't
never
never
seen
seen
Triple
Triple
G.
G.
I never seen Triple G hurt like that. Not even in the amateurs, man. Not even in the amateurs
Wow.
was he ever beat like this ever.
And we got and
And
we got
Derevchenko was in the amateurs. You know, for a long time. They were both in the amateurs at the same time. A fight between them was, inevitable. They wanted to, since Derevchenko fought Usyk and Vatsyk and all that, all the top guys out there, and that was a fight that should have been made. The Triple G and Derevchenko was a fight that should have been made a long time ago, back in Eastern Europe, back when nobody knew about him.
Mm,
you know,
yeah.
and this fight is exactly what I thought it would be, man. I knew Derevchenko was gonna go in there and have superior footwork and just outbox him, man, and land hard and hurt him.
But we gotta inform them too, for the ones that don't know, because there's still a lot of people that's casual, just people that just don't know a whole lot that's behind the scenes. But Triple G already ducked this guy. Matter of fact, he got
Yeah,
his IBS stripped because he would not fight Derevchenko.
Yeah.
And this is the first. Not only did we just see the first time somebody take it to Triple G like this, but before the fucking fight even happened, do y'all remember this guy said in a press conference he was scared?
Yeah.
This nigga low key said, I'm kind of scared. I'm like, huh?
Because he knows the pedigree of Derevchenko. And also like the Korobov, who I got next to me in my avatar, man. That they Triple G and Korobov been supposed to fight too,
Oh,
and
that's
Triple G has
that's who that
avoided.
is. Okay, I'm like, who is that?
Yeah, and Triple G has avoided him for a long time. So Triple G, he's a ducker, man. He ducks a lot of people,
Yeah,
and it's not nothing new. He's been doing this for a long time.
yeah,
And
man.
that
He
Korobov
fucking.
is 36. They supposed to have been fighting a long, long ass time ago.
We found out this weekend why he ducked, why he was willing to get that belt stripped, because he didn't want that motherfucking Derevchenko work. I respect, like I say, Danny Jacobs for, and he knew that was going to be a hard fight. Matter of fact, Danny Jacobs was telling people, like, a lot of people may not know about him, but he told people it was going to be a tough fight versus Derevchenko. And
Danny
maybe the
Jacobs.
only X factor was Rozier.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for Rozier,
Yeah, I
he
think
probably
that.
would have got
Yeah,
beat by Derevchenko.
yeah, that was a close fight, man. I kind of scored that fight as a draw, man.
Hmm.
I
Yeah,
had that
I
draw,
actually,
man.
I think in that fight, I liked what it was so close, and then what I
It was
saw
too
what
close.
Danny Jacobs did down the stretch, like I think
Yeah,
11 to 12,
yeah,
and the Brooklyn, that shit came out like he just took over grit. I think he had a little bit more grit down the stretch than what's the name, and I don't know if Derevchenko was in more shape. I think he was probably in more shape for Triple G than he was for Danny Jacobs, because
yeah. It looked like that too.
he was coming with that fire, man, the whole way through. The
Yeah,
whole way
that
through,
was a
he was
very.
fire.
It was a very good fight, man. That definitely fight of the year, one of the fight of the year candidates. So
Yeah, man. But I just let's just talk about that, man. You got certain fighters that are pretty much revered, right, by a certain network, or they may have a huge following, and or they might just sign a big contract like Triple G. What would that have done to him, right? To lose to Derevchenko on the zone after you just signed that big ass contract, in which I heard, I think he got like 15 million to fight Derevchenko.
yeah,
So if he loses, you still got to make that money. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they are not going to make more money with Triple G catching L's. People love winners, not losers. So it's a
that's why I
messed
say,
up
man.
thing. It hurts the sport of boxing. You just call it fair, man. I'm literally being honest. Just boxing, just off boxing. I felt Porter beat Spence the past weekend, and I think this last weekend, Derevchenko beat Triple G. Year of
And
upset, man.
the, and the crazy part about it is, that's the consensus, right? Amongst all the analysts and serious boxing fans. That's the consensus, and the consensus also is that immediate rematches should happen in
Exactly.
both situations. And the
I'm
sad
glad you brought that
tragedy,
up.
and the biggest tragedy about this is, and about our sport of boxing that we love so much, that these rematches, 99.9% chance will not happen. Why is
Man,
that? Because it's an agenda, it's a script, right? Spence and Triple G were the favorites. You know, they are
Mm-hmm.
the cash cows, so to speak. And fact of the matter is that Porter and Chenko needed a knockout to beat them to win.
Mm-hmm.
And you know the knockouts didn't happen because you can't. It's already it's already it's if it's not going to be a knockout, it goes to the cards. They're always going to go. They're always going to push for those guys, right? Because there's so much
Yeah,
money invested in these guys.
exactly.
So you
That's
know
the messed up thing about. I
it,
mean, in this sport of boxing, we got to deal with bullshit like that when we can clearly know who the real winner is from what we watch, and even they can create the illusion with the punch stats and the commentating and the judging and the referee, whatever, trying to get involved. Even when Derevchenko hurt him bad, he jumped in the way to try to save Triple G. I'm like, what the move, nigga? Get out the way. You know, why are you even trying to break them right now? Derevchenko's putting in work. So, it's just the thing about these certain fighters that they're gonna be protected. You gotta literally knock these guys smooth out, or they're gonna get the fucking decision at the end of the 12, man.
yeah, yeah.
And that just sucks, man. That sucks for the other guys that work so fucking hard to get to that point, to hear and the new, and they got to hear and still, and knowing that they fucking clearly won the fucking fight. But it's a disrespect to boxing because the better boxer should win, not the guy who's just going in there to knock out. Like a lot of people probably expected Triple G to knock out Derevchenko, to knock him out. Why? Because he did that in his last fight. So when you already introduce him to the another, what you call it, another world of fans and stuff, a traffic, you got to show them, oh, what are you known for? Oh, you known for knocking motherfuckers out. So nobody's expecting Triple G after being introduced to the world on the zone to go into his next fight and just box. No, you're gonna get a knockout. He didn't get the knockout, but neither did Derevchenko. But they're gonna favor the guy that they got the most money invested in. So
Mm-hmm.
that's how that go,
Yeah.
man. Shout out to everybody participating. Shout out to Jose Yepes, Flame on 24. Also, you can find him on the channels tab. Hey, the link is in there, bro. Let me know if you want on. Joe says, didn't the DAZN scorecard have Derevchenko winning? No. What are you talking about? No, it was unanimous for Triple G. I actually kind of wanted to comment on the one I had just had up. Let me see.
I think
He's
he's talking about the one of the commentators scorecard. One of the yeah,
he's
one of
talking
the
about the
scorecard
okay,
had
the
Derevchenko
DAZN.
winning.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean,
yeah,
and you know what? I think it was only one round that I disagreed on with the dude that was scoring, but I
yeah,
was like, oh yeah, we got the same scorecard. You
yeah.
know?
Is the zones equivalent to Harold Letterman, their network judge or whatever. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. John Dealey says Derevchenko definitely hurt Triple G more than Canelo, but I thought it was very close. Looking at Derevchenko's face, Triple G took it to Derevchenko as well. They should rematch. I agree with you 100%. I feel that yes, Triple G did take it to Derevchenko. I feel he had more power, but he did not land more shots at all. And I felt Triple G got hurt more. Now I feel like Triple G shots is so goddamn, that motherfucker shots does like a come around loop missile seek and destroy type. That shit is crucial. The way he throw his combinations, man. I was still, even with him looking the way he looked, that motherfucker got dangerous combinations, bro. Triple G got dangerous combinations. And even if you got good defense, you don't even know which 3-punch combination he gonna throw. It might be a jab uppy hook, or it might be a hook uppy straight, and then another hook behind it, and that motherfucker had bad intentions, every one of them. So I'm not saying that Triple G wasn't landing heavy shots on him, and that's why you seen on his face how powerful Triple G is. But that don't mean that nigga won the fight though. That don't mean that at all. Like shit. Yeah, the worser looking guy in the previous weekend was Spence. That's because he clearly got his ass whooped. But in this situation, he had a nigga who got cut early, and he kept getting hit with certain hooks and jabs. Like the jab mainly did most of the damage, but he got a power jab. That's what Canelo gonna have to be careful about with that motherfucker Kovalev. You know, you might be looking like face color purple, you know, when, just off a jab, fucking with Kovalev. You ain't careful.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, Kovalev's Kovalev jab is something else, man.
Nigga, he gonna find out, bro. That's what I said. I'll be honest. I told y'all, I got you know, basically I have Kovalev low key favored to win over Canelo. Like that's how incredible I feel that win would be for Canelo Alvarez, because this is, you know, y'all could talk about age and all that shit, man. Look, Kovalev, especially being in his comfortable weight, this ain't no catch weight. This is not no catch weight. Kovalev is comfortable. This is normal camp shit for him. We talking about Canelo got to do different new shit. He got to come up in weight. He got to try to figure out. Yeah, go ahead.
I think Canelo has to box beautifully, like no mistakes, no trying to go toe to toe with the Kovalev. You need a box, move around, do the shit that Floyd did to you in that fight with you know Canelo and Floyd. Do it. Canelo needs to do the Kovalev what Floyd did to him, and box, and do not try to stand in there with machismo and all this other stupid shit and Mexican style. Nah, none of that shit. You better fucking box. You better jab. You better hope he misses with that jab, and you could counter him with some good pepper and steam on them punches. Every punch, man, because Kovalev has a chin, man.
Yeah.
He's only weak to the body. So, I mean, if Canelo's body work and body attack can get to Kovalev, I mean, I think that's the key right there, man. Don't try to trade. Tap Kovalev's body here and there. Work on it, and just wail out on Kovalev's body like the last few rounds. You know, 9 through 11. On that body, man. He's gonna win. But if he stands in there, try to trade, nah, hell no. If he can't neutralize that jab, if he can't neutralize Kovalev's jab, he's in big trouble. That's
Yeah,
point
yeah.
blank. He's not gonna be able to turn Kovalev. He's not gonna be able to outmuscle. Like, look what happened to Anthony Yard. What happened to Anthony Yard when he tried to outmuscle Kovalev? Kovalev's still strong. It's a big dude. It's
Yeah.
a big dude. Strong dude.
Yep. I mean, he
This
got
is not a
reach.
Rocky. This is
Height.
not a Rocky Fielding.
No, sir. No, sir. Yeah, John Diddy says Kovalev jab and control distance could win that fight. And he says Canelo has to find a way to get in and get out. Like Angel said, he can't make no mistakes in there, bro. One mistake can cost you a nap.
Nap time. NyQuil. You know what I'm saying? Waking up to
Lean.
some fucking breakfast in bed and shit. Like, what happened?
Like y'all niggas
You almost
serving me
got killed.
goddamn deviled eggs, nigga. What the fuck? What happened? Like this, you
The
just woke up.
crusher killed. The crusher crushed you. So now you're in bed.
Saya,
Breakfast.
good morning, Saya. Here's your breakfast. Like what the fuck? What happened to
What?
last night?
Where's my
Last night,
belt?
last
Don't worry
night is
about your belt.
last night is on
Have
DVR.
these huevos. Have these huevos rancheros.
Shit, man. But shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Sean Newton, Flame on 24, John Dealey, Samuel Shaw. Salute to Angel Gill, Joe, and Tommy Temper, man, who's also on the channels tab. Y'all go subscribe to him, man. He one of our biggest supporters, so I throw him on the channels tab. You support me, I
Oh,
support you.
hey! Shout out to Tommy Temper, man. I like the videos. He did the Nigel Ben video, man. I love that man.
I gotta
Nigel
check it
Ben
out.
Nigel Ben's one of my favorite boxers coming up. One favorite British boxers coming up when I was small, man. One of the first fights I saw. Nigel Ben. I forgot the other dude's name. It was like 1990 or some shit, or 89 or some shit. Yeah, man, I always liked Nigel Ben, man. I always thought Nigel Ben would fight. It'd have been a good fight between Ben and James Toney. That'd have been a good
Mm.
fight. I always wanted to see that fight. I'm like, damn, I wonder how he'd do against Lights Out, because James Lights Out Tony. That was my my favorite boxer coming up, growing up. So I always wanted to
Yeah. Do
see
you
that
think he
fight.
boxed too long though? Just like in combat sports too long? Because it seemed like he barely
Yeah,
came
hell
to
yeah,
talk, bro.
hell yeah,
I'm just
hell yeah.
saying, bro.
He was fucking cheese. He was a roll of cheese and a carton of milk, man. He's overdone.
Damn. I'll be
Yeah,
cruising. Yeah, man. Sammy Shaw says deviled eggs sound good right about now. Yeah, man. Y'all eat breakfast, man. Good morning to y'all. God damn it. Get you something. You can
man.
scrambled
Amazing.
eggs, whatever. Or do it like Rocky. Put it in the goddamn protein shake and just drink it raw, nigga, like Rocky and shit.
Yeah, man. Gotta do that, man.
Hey,
Raw eggs.
I like that comment, Sean Newton. He says Canelo could learn from Derevchenko. I'm like, man. Hey, so what do you think about Canelo versus Derevchenko if that was to ever happen?
Oh man, that fight was supposed to happen too.
That matchup
Shit,
right
that's
there.
part of the reason. Isn't that part of the reason why Canelo got stripped?
I think is that
Right?
why? Because I thought that they did it unfairly, like they didn't give him enough time
He didn't give him enough
to.
time, and I think Derevchenko was the mandatory or some shit like that, right?
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
no.
right. Because that's
It
why
was,
he fought for it now. They just fought for the vacant because Derevchenko already had his spot there. Yeah,
yeah.
but I think who did he fight last? I think his last fight was a tough fight. Derevchenko, that is. I think he had it controversial or something, if I'm not mistaken. Who did he fight in his last fight?
Um,
Was it Danny Jacobs or did he fight somebody else after that?
you talking about Canelo?
No, Derevchenko. Who did he fight?
Derevchenko. Oh, he fought Kukale.
How did he do
He
in that
fought
fight?
Kukale. Huh?
How did he do in that
Oh,
fight?
oh, he didn't. He didn't do so well.
That's what
Kukale
I
is
was. I was
he's an awkward dude. It's like Andre. Andre didn't do well. Didn't look good at all against Kukale at 1 foot. And Kukale's a blown up 147 guy.
mm,
You know that went up to 154. Now I think he's at 160 now. So yeah, Kukale's an overblown 147 guy, small. And yeah, but he's always been awkward though.
oh,
Kukale's strong. That's one thing. He's real strong. He's a strong dude with a chin, and he's
mm.
awkward. You know,
He's a what?
he's awkward, but I think he's
Oh,
German.
awkward.
Yeah, yeah, he's awkward though. He's an
Oh, you
awkward
say you're a
fighter.
doctor. I'm like, damn, this nigga a
No.
doctor and he
Oh,
box.
awkward. No, he's awkward. He got an awkward style, problems. He gave Andre problems. He got a lot of people problems, man. In there, but yeah, he didn't. Derevchenko didn't really look good at all. But I don't think anybody looked good against Kukale, really.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I never even heard of the dude he fought, but it just made me think because I'm like, I don't even think he did good in this fight before this, but he did. He shined against Triple G, boy. But I think Triple G too. He's getting to that point of his age where he didn't even look that fit to me. He almost looked fat. Like he just
Um,
didn't look. Derevchenko had more muscle on him than Triple G.
I
Triple
think
G
Triple
natural
G's.
feel was there though.
And another thing too, what I noticed was, Triple G was really trying to put steam on his punches, but I
Yeah,
think
it's taking
that
a lot.
physically at 160, his power isn't there anymore, and it would probably benefit him maybe to go to 168 right now, if
Mm-mm.
anything. I think he
Hell
would
no.
generate
He'll
more
get beat
power at
on.
168. That's the in my opinion, he probably have more power at 168, but also he would probably be weaker as far as his punch
Mm-hmm.
resistance would
Yeah,
not be as strong as it is. Because that guys do
yeah.
168 really pop.
Especially at the body. Oh man, them niggas go to
Yeah,
his body. It's a wrap.
yeah,
Caleb, shit, motherfucking Plant, Benavidez.
yeah. Plant. I think that's exactly who I thought about. I think Caleb Plant would ice Triple G right now.
He'll ice that nigga
Uh,
movement and just go into his body.
I
Probably
think
stop
David Benavidez would probably end up I think Plant
That'll probably be a close fight.
beat Plant would beat Triple G probably in a UD 12, but I think Benavidez would probably KO Triple G because he's just the fact that he's so big. He's very fast. His hands are really fast. Um,
Mm.
reach. He knows how to use it, and he's a really extremely strong. So I don't know.
Hey, salute to Flame on 24, man. What's up, bro?
What's up, Black? Salute the chat.
Yep.
I can't see who this other guy on here. Salute you. I don't see it. I
Hey,
don't know your
that's
name.
Angel Santos.
What's up?
Angel
What's up,
Santos.
man?
What's up, bro?
What's up, man?
Yeah, man.
So we was
Hey,
just talking
man.
about Triple G, but go ahead, whatever you want to
I
chop
know,
it up.
right? Why? What's wrong with the underdog winning sometimes, man?
I mean, tell us about it, bro. I don't know.
2 robberies in a row. But this the
Yeah, man.
thing too. Like the fights be so close, bro. Like that you can't really. I mean, you can say robbery, but I
But when
don't
you
know,
look
man.
at fights like that, then that's when you really got to analyze round by round who's doing what.
Yeah,
But
it was dead tight.
you got to pay attention to the details in close fights because you can't say that Porter and Spence was a close fight, but in a close fight, Porter still won. I feel like he did more in more categories. Porter was better. In more categories, Derevchenko was better from what I seen.
Yeah, yeah.
Even though it was a close fight, but I feel like if you were had the check mark in more categories than the other person, that should be the one that's getting his hand raised at the end of the fight.
No doubt. And it's like I heard you say earlier that it's the fact that they're the cash cows, man. And because like that Porter fight,
Yeah.
I had Porter by a point.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, and some people might say, okay, I was going for Porter. I definitely was because everybody gave him just the narrative, the storyline, the fact that nobody gave him a chance, like comments,
Hey,
pro
Flame On.
boxers.
I had just told Angels I just dropped the 2 videos I did, and niggas can check the dates on it. We've been ahead of the game. We've been letting people know what type of fight it was gonna be. Porter coming in. A lot of people was counting him out, saying he was gonna get stopped. Head of the game with that shit, man. We just dropped the
Yeah,
Yeah.
videos.
we all called
Yeah,
it a split decision win for whoever the winner was, but and the thing too, you gotta look at ring generalship, man. Porter was turning this dude all night, bro. Every time he got on the ropes, he turned him.
yeah,
And the only thing that, like with Derevchenko too, the knockdowns, man, that's the only way they could sell that shit. That's the only way they could sell it. Without that knockdown, there would be no way to sell it. But people got to remember too, Fury got knocked down twice and he still got a draw.
yeah,
You know,
yeah. I mean, that's
these
the thing
guys got
about it.
knocked
Niggas not
down
paying
once.
attention to rounds. Yeah,
And Spence was getting pieced up. Triple G was getting pieced up. And this should show people also that these guys ain't what we think they are. They, like Kenny
right.
Porter said, they're boxers put with them to make them look that way.
Right. They
When you
promoted and
step
shit.
up, you know what I'm saying? It's not the fact that Spence is like, we never, like, people always think we hate on Spence. We never one
Mm-mm.
time said this motherfucker couldn't box. We never
Never said
said he
that.
wasn't a good fighter. We just said when you step up in competition, it's different. These people got
Different.
chins. These dudes can fight. These dudes are athletic. These dudes got pop. You see what
Yep.
I'm saying? You can't never count a guy out.
Make
But
adjustments.
like with
All that
Triple
shit.
G, and then it's the thing too. These dudes was getting hurt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Spence was getting hurt. He was getting hurt to the body, hurt to the head. Triple G was getting
Yep.
hurt to the body.
Hurt.
Like
Visibly hurt. Yeah.
visibly. You know what I mean? Yeah, okay,
And you can
Derevchenko.
see the similarities in the both weekends of both fights. And I'm gonna let you my bad to cut you off. But
Oh,
like you seen Porter get dropped once, right? But he hurt Spence a lot in the fight. You seen Derevchenko get dropped once, but he hurt Triple G a whole lot. See what I'm saying? So niggas get caught up on, oh shit, but he dropped the dude. But
That's only
you see
one
a guy,
round.
it's just one round, and you see another throughout the duration of the fight, the guy outworking the dude, hurting him, probably if not every round, every other round, having a guy backing up, you know, trying to hold on, you know. So it's like, come on, man.
Yeah,
Niggas gotta know how to score.
I never seen Triple G hold that much like that too. Like it
Yeah,
was, and it's all it is, bro. It's a side preference, bro.
yeah.
It's a side preference. It's like I feel like these refs get picked, like Jack Reeves. Okay, I feel like he did an exceptional job with the Fury Wilder shit. But come on, with the Porter Spence, bro, you let this dude low blow Porter all night. And yeah,
Oh, that was horrible, bro.
Porter threw a few too, true enough. But I mean, Spence clearly was throwing low blows the whole fight. The whole fight.
Man,
And and
clearly.
and that shows you how strong that Porter is, because Brook, I feel like them low blows did a number on him. It makes you hold your hands down,
And
bro.
you know what? They're gonna turn to what you just said into hey, when it's facts, all people gotta do is go back and watch the Kell Brook fight, Spence versus Kell Brook, and you'll see the low blows. I missed it the first time. I did. But you can clearly see that that's his tactic when he's in a competitive fight, a close fight. He know how to try to create separation by doing dirty shit.
And that shit
You
take
know?
your stamina too. And then, you made it. I feel like he kind of took Porter away from his some of his tactics, because the build up was, and the storyline was, Porter's dirty, Porter's dirty. You
Right,
call Porter
exactly.
dirty the whole time, and you get in the ring, and you dirty as hell. You dirtier than Porter ever
That
would be.
nigga off jump though, like from the shot of the gun, that nigga went right to the balls. Like, damn, god damn, you
Hey,
ain't gonna even ease into it. You just right to it.
and look, everybody talked that shit, right? Porter told him, he said, "What you gonna do when I cut you?" Didn't he cut him?
You
He
cut him,
cut him.
bro.
First time he
Cut him.
ever been cut. Porter
Cut your
deserved
Yeah,
that,
and
body.
bro.
I remember what I said on that live like 2-3 weeks ago before the fight. Actually, there was fight week, and I said, "What's gonna happen when Spence get cut?
Yep,
If Spence get cut, we're gonna see what happens. That's gonna be adversity." And
yep.
exactly what I thought would happen was
I mean, we seen a
he
couple of
shelled
things
up.
that happened that was new. We wanted to see what happens when he get cut. And we wanted to see what happens when somebody go to his body, and we got answers.
Hey, he don't like that body,
Yeah,
boy.
He don't
He don't
like it,
like
bro.
it.
So I know a
Keith,
he
lot of
don't like
niggas
that
talk
at all.
about right. We know Keith don't like it. We know a lot of other fighters that don't like it, but Earl don't like it either. And Sean was the first nigga bold enough to go to the nigga body. Derevchenko was probably the first nigga really bold enough to just go to Triple G body. Like, man, fuck it, I'm gonna
yeah.
just fall off at this nigga body, bro. You know, and I'm gonna get some of this wind off of him. Then we gonna really see what it is.
And
Because they
and
both
another
knew
thing.
they they both
No,
knew they
go
was
ahead.
gonna get their eyeballs jabbed off.
And this is another thing that I see, like, people say that you got to take it from the champion. And the thing is this, right? Like with the Harrison Charlo, they like, oh, Harrison didn't do enough, right? Okay, if that's the case with Spencer Porter, I don't feel like Spence did enough to take it from the champion. Wasn't Porter a champion?
Right, niggas just
So
try
with
to.
that
That's it.
narrative, it should
I'm
have been
glad
a
you said
draw.
that.
It should have
I'm
been a
glad you
draw.
said that. I'm glad you said that. Right. If both fighters didn't do enough to take it from a champ, if you want to put it like that, but the mere fact that you brought that up, niggas treated Sean Porter like he wasn't a champion going into the fight, like he was the challenger. Like Earl already had the two straps, and Sean was fighting him for his two strap. Sean was not Sean was a champion, man, going into that fight, not a challenger. It was a champion versus champion, but they still gave Sean Porter the goddamn challenger treatment from the ref to the judges to the network, all of that shit, man. And that shit's fucked up, man.
And and,
Shit
and, and
fucked
this,
up.
this this killed me too. I was seeing some stuff. People, oh, Spence was just trying to beat Porter at his own game and all this shit, bro. Man, come on, bro. Like,
Too
stop
many
making
dumb
excuses.
excuses, bro. Damn, he should have used Blu-ray, all of this shit, man. When a
Hey,
nigga
that's a
talking
fact
about
though. That's a fact, bro. It seems like the dude just thinks he's that good that he don't
he
need nobody.
he don't need nobody, he get it out the mud and all of that extra shit, bro.
Yeah,
So
first you
y'all
ain't do.
niggas. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
first you ain't do strength and conditioning, then you did do strength and conditioning. Porter, like, which one is it? Did you do it or did you didn't do it? Like, it's like,
Do he do it or do he don't, nigga? Which one is it,
yeah,
fam? You got us all confused. You know, you don't
and
have a
that's
strength and conditioning. Well, you didn't do nothing you didn't do it for the Mikey fight, but you're doing a little bit for this fight. But you don't have a strength conditioner or nutritionist. So are you doing it or are you not doing it? So you're doing it yourself. Is that what you're saying? Come on.
and then this is see people were like, okay, like I said, like Crawford told him, like when he was like, oh, why I don't take the easy road to knock Sean Porter out? Oh, woo woo. And he's like, oh, you a smart man, but you're not that smart. Basically, he probably was trying
Right.
to tell him, like,
Tell
bro,
him like
Porter ain't
you
no
think it's an
easy
easy
fight.
road. Yeah, you think it's
Yeah,
gonna be an
like
easy road, but you ain't that smart thinking that, bro. Go ahead and take that. Like you smart. Like basically you smart to duck me, but you ain't that smart thinking that nigga the easy road.
fight,
Fuck
yeah.
nigga. Get the fuck out of my face and take that hoodie off. Fuck nigga. But man, look, yeah, that nigga, bro. Like I said, that in that interview that I seen on Black Fight Fans video, that interview and that confrontation let me know everything I need to know about Errol Spence. And then also when he thought he was 15 in 2015. So,
Yeah.
you know, he was out of there. So and then the guy is and this is the thing about it, man, that the casual community love to defend this guy when all he does is represent the lower echelon of boxers, like an AB, like somebody who has a drinking problem, somebody who balloons up in weight, somebody who be lying like a motherfucker, somebody
Yeah.
who don't want to do VADA testing, somebody who just got all of these red flags, but y'all niggas want to defend that shit, and then y'all hype him up to be this, and then when he get in there and struggle and you know arguably get beat by the easy road, then y'all want to come with all these flush of excuses when he was supposed to man down Sean Porter. This was supposed to be the showstopper right here.
Yeah.
But
And,
all of a
and,
sudden, nah, he ballooned up. He was just too heavy. He had to cut too much weight, so he was
and then
drained.
like how do you put your faith in somebody that leaves a fight like that and goes to the club?
Come
Like,
on, man.
how do
Come
you put
on.
your faith in a fighter like that? I'm
Nah,
telling
come
you, like
on. Like this, you
they
can't make this shit up, bruh.
and
The
and
nigga
and
is showing you who he is and why he
Yep.
looked like that way versus Porter.
Yep.
He don't
because
take this shit
they're
serious,
bullies,
bruh.
bro. They're bullies, bro. They're just bullies. Like him and the Charlos, they're low key. They want to be bullies. They talk this big shit, bro. Y'all ain't that good, bro.
Mm-mm.
Y'all are not that good, bro. Y'all are okay. Y'all ain't bad, but y'all not
Y'all
that good,
decent.
bro.
Y'all decent, but y'all not elite, bruh. Y'all are not
Yeah,
elite. You know,
like
That's why in the rematch I got Porter. I got Porter winning by KO in the late rounds.
man. Listen,
he's gonna
and
fight Danny,
listen.
bro.
Now let me ask y'all that question, right? What in fights like this, right, with Triple G versus Derevchenko, Earl Spence versus Sean Porter, do you feel like it's imperative that you have to run that fight back? If you're the other guy and you know in your mind and your heart, like I know this guy beat me, isn't it the duty of that individual to give that guy that shot, especially when around the world in media, the majority of people are saying that other person won. Do you just ride out with that, like knowing that you
I
got
mean,
that media cloud, and
I'm,
you still just gonna say, "Well, I'm still a champion. I don't want to rematch him. Fuck y'all
well,
media
well,
niggas."
look at this. This black, like they all trying to be like Floyd, right? They all want to go that route, right? They don't want to get that money. They want that Floyd money, but then they don't want to do the Floyd work, right? Because what did Floyd do when he had some controversial decisions?
He gave
He
him
ran that
rematch.
shit back. Yeah, he ran
He
it
gave him
back.
rematches. He
That's what I'm
ran it back.
saying.
He did it twice.
That's
Did it
real
twice. You
champion
know what I'm
shit.
saying? Ran him. That's what real champions do.
That's what I'm saying.
But we're not seeing that right now. We're not seeing that.
And Floyd
We're
did
not
not
seeing.
like people in the media talking about, "Oh man, I think that guy beat you." You're like, what? No, hell no. We gonna run this shit right back. Come on, Madonna. Come
Exactly.
on, Castillo. Fuck what y'all talking about. I'm about to step on this nigga right in front of y'all. What did y'all say? What was that? Oh, okay. On to the next.
I'm gonna be honest about it. I
Why?
think
Like.
I think they should, but this is the thing though. Um, immediately after that fight in the post conference, Nobody was talking about no rematch with this Porter and Spence shit.
Exactly.
As soon as Kenny Porter and Sean was talking about fighting Bud, now it's, oh, let's run it back. Nah, fuck that. I don't want to see that shit right now. I want to see Crawford get that name he need and that exposure he need. I don't want to see that shit right now. I would rather Porter fight Bud. If Bud stop this nigga or Bud just blast through him, okay, what the fuck y'all got to say now? Because that shit that Porter was doing on Spence, it ain't going to work on Bud all night. It might work on him early, but when
Bud
he
make too many
adjusts,
adjustments, man. His adjustments is
exactly.
killer, fam. It's killer. That's why I keep trying to tell people, Bud is a killer, dog. That nigga makes adjustments to go in there and get you out of there, bro. Like he not preparing for the KO, but once he know he got your whole shit, you out of there, bro. You on survival.
To me, it's like playing a dude on a video game, right? And it's like he's spamming or some shit, like with like Fight Night or something. Like motherfuckers, I be on Fight Night, motherfuckers be they spam certain punches and shit, like that Felix Diaz shit, or the post style. If Bud finds one flaw and you keep making this same flaw, he's gonna hit you with the same fucking shit, bro. He was uppercutting Diaz all night long. If he finds one mistake,
and if you can't make the adjustment, you done.
Over. It's over. He's gonna torch you all night.
Yep. He gonna be smiling at you and just touching you with every shot he throwing.
See, the PBC and Spence, they're just scared, bro, because they already know if Bud go in there, even if Bud don't knock him out, if Bud just beat him more decisively, that's gonna raise people's awareness to like, oh damn, because more and more, bro, Bud gonna show people like he the real deal. Like I learned not to doubt him a long time ago. It don't matter how he looked. Like with the Gamboa fight, people don't know that Bud was losing like all the rounds, bro. Like the first 4 or 5, this motherfucker was losing them shits, bro. But when he find that hole, bro, it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Yeah.
It's a wrap. So I don't want to see the rematch. I want to see him fight Bud. I'm just be honest, because it's not because the like people are just trying to throw Spencer's opponents on Bud. It's just because I want him to have that name. That's why I want to see it. He needs that name.
All right, my bad. I don't know what happened. This shit just kicked me out. Kicked everybody
I went mute.
Oh, my bad. Let me see. PJ says Floyd up 6 a.m. each day, running and went out but didn't drink. Floyd a social guy. It's just a different mentality that these so-called athletes have. Like these are not really athletes, man. A lot of these guys they're entertainers. They're gifted and they're entertainers, man. But they're not really athletes, a lot of them. Sean Porter is an athlete. Bud Crawford is an athlete. I don't look at Errol as an athlete. Like if he wasn't getting the bag, we wouldn't probably see this nigga running on a track, on a treadmill, hitting the heavy bag or something like that. That bag wouldn't make him do that. But if it wasn't for the bag, he'd probably be a fat nigga, like just low key, laying around, just nachos, drinking, chilling, smoking, you know. And it is what it is. But I just feel like other people like a Bud Crawford, whether he was if he stopped boxing, you know, or anything like that in the future, he's still gonna be running, and because he just liked the fact that to just stay in shape for whatever. There's a difference. That's why I always gonna favor the guy that always just stay fit, take care of his body, not you know, in the fucking club drinking the same night of the fight. Like what the it's just come on, man. Like we're not making this. This is the thing about it. Y'all need to stop being mad at us and be mad at the guy that y'all fucking glorified as this, Jehovah Almighty and shit. And it's not that. It's not that, bro. On no level that y'all done told us. Y'all just mad that was telling y'all. We foreseen all of this shit already. So when you ahead of the niggas with shit, you look like a hater because they don't see the shit yet.
They don't want to see it, man. Man, it's laughable at this point. And now they're writing Danny off like, oh, he just gonna walk through Danny. Man, let me tell you something, man. Danny hits harder than Porter. Okay, like okay, yeah, he might not have the output, he might not be as athletic, but the thing is, it's like he got the equalizer. So we know Spence don't like getting hit, and we know he could get hurt. If you think for 1 second that Danny can't hurt Spence, you out your fucking mind. And we all know that Danny has cherry picking tactics sometimes. So if this man is ready to fight Spence, so what does that mean?
Earl of Cherry.
No, I'm just saying, like, he obviously feels like he has a chance to take.
Hell yeah, that nigga jumped. He jumped in the ring on that boy.
They talk about Thurman ducking, Danny ducking, Porter ducking. They ran this narrative for years, bro. Listen, it's a time and place, bro. They was letting him build himself up so they could get the payday that equals the risk. I never thought none of these dudes were scared. And you talking about a dude that has probably the best chin at 47. He's taking shots from Porter. He's taking shots from Thurman square. He's never fucking hit the ground, bro.
I mean, he just touched the canvas, but no, you're right, man. His chin is
Danny never been knocked down, bro.
Oh, you talking about Danny? My bad.
Yeah. Not Porter. Even Porter. You know what I'm saying?
Porter, yeah.
Broner put him on his ass.
No, but to make your argument clear, no, I agree. Danny probably got the best chin and probably has the most power. That's what makes him such a dangerous fighter at 147. And we're gonna have a field day if that fight get made. We're gonna have a field day with all this casual shit. They thinking like Errol just gonna bulldoze, like they say, again over Danny. Nigga, stop.
It ain't gonna happen.
Errol don't hit hard enough for that.
Hell no. And
he don't hit hard enough for that.
The only way for Spence to make that fight easy, and like I was saying, I'm not saying Spence can't beat him. I know Spence can beat him, but the way for Spence to make that fight easy is to fight damn near the exact same fight he fought against Michael Garcia. If he go in this bitch talking about, I'm finna be the first dude to stop Danny, or you gonna walk Danny down. If he fight that same fight he fought with Porter, he gonna get caught with some hot shit, bro.
I got a 60-40 Danny right now. Be honest with
you. Yeah.
I'm 60-40 Danny right now if that fight get made. I'm be honest with you, man. Look, I told y'all this fight against Sean Porter was gonna let me know where Errol Spence is at. A lot of people agree with that statement too. A lot of people have said that, like, this is the fight to let us really know if he's the truth or not. Okay. I got right now, after that fight, I'm favoring Danny 60-40 over Errol. And it ain't no more easy road out here. Listen, if he fights the same guy that niggas was trying to say bullshit, Black, what you talking about? You Ugas. See, I was talking about Ugas about 2 years ago. And if Ugas and Errol Spence fight get made, I'm 60-40 Ugas over Errol Spence. I'm just telling you from what I see. Okay. Mm-hmm. So, if Thurman and Spence gets made right now, I'm about 60-40 Thurman over Errol Spence right now. This ain't no hate. I'm just talking about boxing.
They're proven, bro. You can't. I can't even argue with that because those guys are proven. Their chins are proven. Their skills are proven. Their power is proven. They are proven. He is not proven. See, people think that because Sean Porter beat Danny and Porter ain't shit. How the fuck is Porter not shit, bro? How is Porter not shit? How is Danny not shit? He just knocked Granados the fuck out, bro.
And this is how the casuals fucked up everything with that shit. They try to shit on Porter like he ain't nothing, yet he beat on y'all boy. So
beat on him.
you mean to tell me Errol lost to a nigga who's nothing? This is how dumb and stupid a lot of y'all is with this shit. Trying to criticize the opponent when the opponent is really a legitimate threat. Then when your guy get beat on it, get his head beat on in there, how does that make you look? Very casual. Very, very fucking casual.
And they all have the PBC, bro. I will say this. They not gonna keep saving this motherfucker, bro. When he step up to a certain level and look, Thurman, Danny, Porter, they all get gifts, but at a certain point in time, they ain't gonna get that gift. So if he go in this motherfucker and he look bad and he's, oh well, Porter, I'm telling you, bro, he's believing his own hype. He's gonna think, well, Porter was the hard fight because Porter is a brawler, woo woo woo. Danny don't punch enough, Danny don't move enough. Listen, don't get in that motherfucker bullshitting with that bulldoze shit and get your ass knocked out, bro.
This is what I'm gonna tell you. This is what I'm gonna tell you. And I talked about this before. The problem is a lot of these professional fighters are advised not by these guys y'all hear like Heymans and all them. They are advised by their fucking social media followers, fam.
Yeah, the YouTubes and shit.
YouTube niggas and shit. These niggas is so fucking concerned about what these niggas is talking about in their videos and on their social media posts and shit that they're like, oh yeah, I am this. I am the truth. I am the big man. I am the biggest threat. I'm, this, that, and the other. And you want to buy into the hype based on what they saying and hyping you up to be. And then when we see that, and this is what I'm going to tell you, that shit is going to catch up to them because you got all of these big time people supporting you and backing you. Like the Dallas Cowboys, what's his name? The owner.
Oh, Jerry Jones.
Jerry Jones. Do you understand that this is affecting their image too? Right after a fight that you got beat up on, you go into the club and you drunk as fuck on all these people's cameras, just like looking just look terrible, bro. You look beat up and you just look drunk and you stressed out. We get it. It was your first loss. You depressed. But you on all of these cameras, bro. You couldn't even be low key with it. Can't even be low key with it. You just had to be out here because you got to show off your jewels and you just got your bag. So, hey, man, look, that shit is about to end. That shit
it's gonna end, bro. Like
everybody that put all their damn hopes and dreams into that nigga, as far as like getting your shit popping, whether it be on social media and whatever else money you made out. Hey, look, have a backup plan B, something.
They too far gone, bro. Like that dude, bro, that be making 100 videos, bro. I mean, imagine how that feels, bro, to make that. And motherfuckers, I'm telling, like, I had to unsubscribe him, bro, because I just couldn't. I don't do the fanboy shit. I'm arguing with the motherfuckers in the comments, bro. I'm like, bro, y'all, this dude not finna walk through Porter, bro. Ain't when nobody trying to hear that shit. Talking about EGOS. He fought a whole different, complete fight, and I feel like low key he was preserving himself for the Spence fight. So that's probably why last minute his dad like box. Okay, if you had EGOS winning, cool. I had Porter edging that shit close. I never said it was close. It wasn't close, I mean, but the motherfucker, he won, period. You know what I'm saying? And another thing, everybody criticizes Keith Thurman for his injuries and shit. Let me tell you something. Danny hurt that boy, man. That boy was trying to guard his motherfucking body, and that nigga Danny hit him with like 4-5 combinations to the body, but them bitches was hitting his elbows. Look what happened to Thurman. He was out for like 2 years, bro.
Nah, he fucked it. I seen the footage, man. I looked at that shit close. Danny's hook landed right on Keith's elbow, and you can clearly see that shit look fucked up. Like as soon as it landed, I was like, "Ooh, yeah, he fucked that nigga elbow."
And that's what I'm saying. Now you talking about rematching Porter? No, go on fight, Danny. Go on fight. You ain't fighting, but go on fight.
That's all. That's all. I'm like, go fight Danny if you want. Go ahead.
I want to see. I want to see you take a punch.
Yes,
from a heavy hand, motherfucker.
And the thing about it, we know Errol ain't got defense, bro. He don't. So we know he gonna get hit. So we gonna really see what that chin life is like. And you gonna see that this nigga gonna be able to take your punch. Danny gonna take your punch, but can you take his? That's gonna be what it's gonna be.
Hey, Danny gonna be ready, bro. I'm telling you. That man,
Danny jumped in the ring on a nigga, so we know he ready.
Thurman already told him, look, he like, I know from experience, he hits way harder than Porter. Way harder. Way harder. So you was getting hurt by Porter.
Yes, visibly.
1 + 1 = 2, bro. Like, you better get in that bitch and get your Mayweather on when you fight Danny, bro. You might
out
go
them
to sleep.
clubs, man. Get out them clubs, fam. Because the dogs is out. They out here for you. That's what
They
say.
smell
Hey,
blood, bro.
hold on to the straps. Hold on to the straps, fam. Because you are the target, sir. They are like, oh, okay. You are the top dog now. Oh, 2 straps.
And all that shit. Oh, everybody ducking me. We listened to that for years. We let y'all have that. Yeah, they ducking them. Okay, now what? Now what? Because guess what? Guess what's gonna happen after this Danny fight? Guess who up next? Y'all think it's gonna be Manny? It might be Thurman.
It might be Thurman. It might be Bud. It might be Money. And it's many men. Man, I'm telling you, bro, they coming, bro.
That motherfucker. Hey, if he mark my words, bro. If he look bad in this Danny fight and he don't get that Manny fight, he going to 54. He better go up there and look. It's some motherfuckers up there waiting on your ass too.
He about to skip to Malu to the upper weight class and try to get Amir Khan work or something up there. Samuel Vargas or some shit.
He might rematch. He might rematch Brooke at 54.
Yeah, get that work.
Shit.
The rematch, that the unfinished business,
He said Angel Santos, Danny has the deepest resume overall, in my opinion.
Porter's up there, man.
It's up there. I think Porter does though.
But Danny's coming from a lower weight class. So he's coming from, that's the second weight class.
Yeah.
He did 140 and 147. So you can say that because he's had names at 140 and 147.
147, yep.
But the thing about it is, some people say resume, but to me, I don't accredit it to your resume until you get the victory. Just because you fight a nigga and lose to them, I can't really say, oh, you got this guy on your resume.
Yeah, you just got the experience. To me.
Yeah, you got the experience, but as far as somebody who having a better resume of wins, that like having that win over Danny, that's great. Having a win over Manny, that's great. Keith, great. Like Sean, great. Like you get fucking elevated points for shit like that. Like to say, oh, who did you beat? Oh, I beat Sean. I beat Danny. Keith can say that. And Sean just arguably beat Spence. So it's just like it makes Keith's win look better, and it make you like, well, shit, if he struggled versus Porter and Keith got more power and Porter was able to hurt him, it might not go the way y'all might think. Yeah, he might get to the body, but he gonna have to walk into something, maybe.
Yeah.
So
Thurman know how to get. He know how to get the fuck out of Dodge too, man.
And we know Errol ain't no motherfucking Manny. Man, he ain't quick like that. He ain't got angles and shit like that. Nigga's like Floyd. He's straight up and like Floyd used to say, straight up and down, no special effects. He's strong
think he's
though.
Gonna walk through Manny though, like, bro. Manny's still hitting, bro. Manny's still hitting. This what they not factor in. Yeah, he's 40, 41. But guess what? Manny don't drink. Manny don't smoke weed. Manny don't be off in the club like that all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, Manny don't do none of this shit. So his body can, he's 41. His body could easily be 34, 35 or some shit. You know what I'm saying? The dude eat right. People take care of their body so they don't age like that. When you drinking, bro, that shit make you age, bro. That's why he put on weight like that. That shit make you gain weight. You know what I mean?
That nigga just looked depressed, man. Like he was just like, fuck, man. I ain't even go to sleep tonight. I'ma just Ciroc all night, nigga. Let's just turn up.
And they talk all this shit about Kenny Porter. Look in the corners, bro. Who was the better coach that night?
Oh, bro.
Come on.
They gonna say we hating, but Kenny Porter. I did a live stream. I said the title says Kenny Porter's intelligence. And I felt like Kenny Porter's intelligence was going to be the advantage for also Sean Porter going into that fight. I did a video called Sean Porter has all the momentum.
Buried him.
And yeah.
And you
And he
got
was
Derrick James.
sparred Demetrius Andrade, sparred David Benavidez, and you got Snack behind you and all kind of shit.
All
So
that.
goddamn.
And then like people gotta realize, bro.
And you talking about a nigga I got out the mud.
if with a style like his and the style Derrick James teaching him, if you get in the ring and you cannot stop your opponent, what the fuck do you do now? If this walking down shit ain't working, what do you do now? What adjustments do you make? See, I want to display my boxing skills against Mikey. Mikey's shorter than you. Mikey's slower than you. Mikey ain't fought at this weight. Mikey's fat.
Yeah.
He's trying to walk you down all night. You sticking and moving and shit. That's easy to do that against Mikey Garcia, bro.
Like, you do that against a bigger guy, you know. Like Floyd did that against Diego Corrales and shit. Like, you know, you got a bigger guy in front of you, then you move. But if you're the bigger guy, you seek and destroy, my friend. What are you doing, my friend? Why are we boxing, my friend?
I'm displaying my boxing skills. Why the fuck you ain't do that against Porter then?
Oh, why that dude keep giving us so much ammunition? Like, bro,
I don't know,
gotta stay focused, fam. You just gotta stay focused, dog.
Hawker Mustang, Spence versus Porter was a great fight, so Spence versus Garcia could be a very good fight too. Ask Amir Khan about Danny's counter punching ability. Plus, Danny has a good chin. Has he ever been down? No, he's never been down.
No, never. Never.
Thurman was the closest one to get him, but he stood up. He was leaned over and shit.
Right.
And
he held on to that nigga back.
Yeah.
Dear life. Yep. But shit. Thurman clear got Porter. I mean, clear.
If this doesn't prove, if none of these fights are gonna not prove what I was trying to say is these fights are gonna prove who Bud is. Like everybody, Bud ain't fought nobody. Bud has fought people, bro. Look at all these different styles of fighters that he's fought, bro. The thing is, when is one of these motherfuckers gonna give him that opportunity?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
right.
Like when is one of these people? Yeah, they shit lined up, true enough, but who gonna have the balls to step over that, cross that street? Porter ready to do it. As soon as Porter's ready to go, you got the dude on the other side. Nah, man, he over there waving. Come on back, bro. I'll give you a rematch. Come on, run it back. Nah, get your ass in the ring with Danny Garcia,
I respect Porter, bro. Yeah, go ahead and fight Danny. Go ahead and fight Danny Earl. I mean, shit. I like the fact that Porter, like, man, look, I lost my belt. I need to get it. I need to get a belt back. I need a belt. So if you are strap season, right? If you lose a strap, you need to go after a strap. Then he immediately asked for the rematch. And if Earl's not gonna entertain that because Danny stepped up, then hey, Bud Crawford, I know we friends and all, but I'm strap season, bro.
I think they playing that shit. I think they playing that shit because I heard the friend talk to him. I'm like, this something, man. They keep saying they friends and shit. But now he's calling Bud. I think Porter gonna step across that street first. Win, lose, or draw. I would appreciate that because Bud needs that name, bro. He needs that name, bro. And
it's good for both of them.
It's good for both of them.
Exactly. It's gonna elevate both of them at 147 because I mean Sean is gonna get all the respect in the world for just crossing the street and to get that work with Bud, and then Bud is gonna get the respect of beating arguably the guy that just beat Errol Spence, you know, who should be the unified champion. So we got it'll literally be like a lineal unified championship because shit, if Sean had them belts, a lot of people forget. What's the name is lineal. Bud Crawford is the lineal welterweight. So, you know, that's the guy you really want to beat to get that top status, nigga. Like you the guy that beat the guy. So Bud still got that title, but all I'm saying is that if that fucking shit happened, man, you know, that's just gonna be good on both ends. It'll be a good name for Bud, and then it'll be much win, lose, or draw for Sean Porter. He's just gonna solidify himself to me, man. Like as far as in this era of respected and top welterweights, man.
Yeah,
like
big dog, man.
He a big dog. Sean Porter is a big dog of welterweight.
All these dudes, you know what I'm saying, from this other side, bro, they called this man a coward for years, bro, just because he wouldn't fight Spence when they wanted him to fight Spence. I don't even think he had a belt when they was calling him a coward. You know what I'm saying? This man went, got a belt back, took a little tune-up that really wasn't a tune-up in EGOS. That ain't no tune-up by any means. And then he goes straight to motherfucking Spence. Straight to him. You know what I'm saying? And these motherfuckers called this man a coward, bro. These motherfuckers.
And this nigga Sean fought the nigga that Earl Duck, bro. Low key.
Exactly.
He fought the nigga that Earl Duck, bro.
Low key, Spence was
and
supposed
then
to
fought
fight
him. Right. Spence was supposed to fight EGOS. EGOS like, fuck, this nigga won't give me work. I'm gonna go after this WBC and get this other belt in since he won't give me no shot. You know,
you want to fight
Mikey. You know,
yeah,
he
right.
Fight Mikey for the bag instead of fight EGOS. But
he's daring to be great. You feel me? But if motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? If fucking anybody, if fucking Gamboa calls out Wilder, does that mean fucking Wilder fights him? You know what I mean?
Right.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. It was a setup from the jump. It's all a storyline, bro. It's all scripted, bro. Motherfuckers know, man, Mikey probably ain't even want to fight that dude, bro. They probably like, look, we need a name for him. It's gonna be a big fight. We're gonna pay you such and such. Just call him out. You know what I'm saying? To take the pressure off him actually fighting somebody, bro. You know what I mean? You fighting Mikey Garcia, bro. Mikey ain't, and like people are, oh, Mikey's the elite. How? Every time he wins the fucking belt, he vacates the shit, bro.
You know what? He should have gave him the Bud Crawford treatment. He should have said, look, fight a fight or two, get a belt, and then I'll fight you. He didn't even tell Mikey Garcia to do that. He said, nigga, just, well, how much we gonna make? Oh, okay. 50-50, let's go. ASAP 50-50.
And this dude ain't got a fucking strap.
No strap.
He ain't even got a belt. And now, but Bud can't get 50-50. How the fuck? This is what I understand. How does Bud take a lower cut when he already makes more fucking money than you, bro? How you do that? You get a $2 million guarantee. I don't give a fuck. Al Heyman pay him under the table. I don't give a fuck about none of that, nigga. You get a $2 million guarantee. Porter gets a $2 million guarantee. Bud making $5+ million guarantees, bro, on pay-per-view. It don't matter if it's so good or not. And he did numbers at Madison Square Garden. So how the fuck do you tell him to go from making $5 million or come over here across the street? We're gonna pay you $2 million for a fight, man. What the fuck is that, bro? Stop playing, bro. Like,
I mean, come on, man. That's why you just have to just literally like unplug from the bullshit, man. Because shit is just obvious and clear as day. But I don't know. For some reason, man, people can just see a video and be persuaded to believe something that's opposite of what they actually seeing is right in their face. But Trav in the chat says, you guys haven't talked about the Angel Garcia factor. Angel will probably blast Spence on Vada, and Derrick James better stay in line. This ain't Kenny.
That's a fact, because
Crazy Angel.
He already fucking did it, bro. Like, he already did it low key. He did it to Thurman, because when Thurman and Danny fought, it wasn't no fodder for that shit. And when they was talking about Danny fighting Spence, they was like, Angel got a video. He's like, yeah, all these dudes talking about people ducking them, but they ain't in the clean boxing program. He's already said something about the shit, bro.
Oh shit. It ain't nowhere to run, nowhere to hide for Arrow. If you fight Bud, it's Vada. If you fight Danny, it's Vada. You fight, no matter where you go.
The only person might let him slide is Thurman, but I doubt that too.
Thurman or Manny. Thurman or Manny will let him slide. If they know like he ain't punching.
If the bag right.
If the bag is right, Thurman and Pacquiao, they with it. They like, we ain't gotta test this. This boy ain't got to test. Just let you know, I'm gonna retire the boy. You know how this nigga keep talking.
Yeah, all that shit, right?
That boy talk. So
it's disgusting,
he'll promote the
bro.
shit. He will promote the hell out of that fucking fight.
Mikey
People promote the hell out of that fight with Errol.
You want to go fight Spence to Doug Loma and Doug Comey? You get your ass beat. Like, I'm gonna stay at 47. Ain't nothing at 47 for you, bro.
But ass beatings. Ass beatings. A lot of them waiting for you. They want to get that bag.
He was supposed to fight Danny. What happened? Nigga, Danny gonna knock you out, bro.
Your flat-footed ass is gonna be flat knocked out.
on your ass. Like he finna end. He's gonna end his career the same way his brother did, bro. His last step up fights, if they are step up fights, he's gonna lose them shit, bro. He ain't gonna win them, bro. He gonna lose all his last fights, bro. You want Manny? Manny gonna knock you out, probably. Like go back down, bro. Like seriously.
Or just become a car salesman, something. Just do something different.
Stay your ass up, man. Please, ain't nothing that 47 for him, bro. It ain't nothing that 54 for Spence. Hey, that dude back in the corner right now, bro.
It ain't nowhere to run.
What's
nowhere
up,
to hide. So you gonna jump on in a bit? Okay.
Yeah, man.
Nowhere
these dudes,
to run,
man,
nowhere to hide, man.
Nowhere. You want all the smoke, free smoke. It's all fucking scripted, bro. It's script. It's a script. And Bud ain't a part of the script. Cause Bud gonna fuck the bag up. But I'm pretty convinced Bud gonna knock Spence out, bro.
Damn. I was being generous the other day. I said 70-30. That nigga Amaya said it might be low-key 90-10. I was like, damn. I ain't trying to be that bad with it, but damn, I'll say 70-30 shit.
I'm gonna tell you another reason, generous. Bro. Spence shook on $1 million bet. He's like, well, let's bet on, let's bet 100,000. Let's bet 100,000. No, let's bet $1 million. Oh, you shook on that? You talking about, oh, my mama, you won't stop me. Listen, I've come to find out that the truth be lying. You promised you was gonna stop motherfucking Mikey. You promised you was gonna stop Porter. You gonna be the first man to stop Porter. You beating on your chest. Man, Bud told you, bro. He said you gonna look like Benavidez, bro. And you gonna
He roasted that nigga, man, in that motherfucking face off, bro.
You talk about, but everybody act like Benavidez is just this easy ass fight, bro. Like now they want to say Crawford struggled with Benavidez, but because Spence didn't knock out Mikey, oh, Spence was carrying Mikey. You don't think Bud was carrying fucking Benavidez, bro? You don't think that? He wasn't mobile like that. Bud did not have to. Man, people are just biased, bro. I don't get it. Man, if Bud would have went in that bitch in 6 rounds and knocked that nigga out, bro, motherfuckers, oh, he ain't shit. He carried that man, bro. The dude couldn't move, bro. He gave him a shot to hit him. He giving him chances in the pocket to, okay, get off, bro. Do your thing, bro. You know what I mean? And it's crazy, bro. They can make all these excuses for this nigga, but when it comes to Bud, it's old. He struggled with a one-legged fighter. Man, get the fuck out of here, bro.
Get the fuck out of here, eh? Hey, salute to everybody in UGC. Shout out to everybody catching the playback, man. Y'all fuck with us, man. We got Flamo 24 in the building with us. We had Unbiased or Biased Boxing Talk. He's gonna be coming back on probably in a minute. And also Angel Santos, man, with this early morning fire stream, man. Shout out to IBFP. Shout out to Bruce fucking Vane. Everybody, man, that's just putting out the real shit. The real shit is the fire shit. You know. Y'all just fuck with the real channels, man. That shit is the most fire shit on YouTube.
Bro, we ain't gonna lead you wrong, bro. And if you motherfuckers gambling, bro, like, we can't control the outcomes because motherfuckers do be getting robbed. Man. I got fights I've been betting on, bro. Like, I forgot this dude's name, bro. I wanted to tell you about this. I know it's Deontay Clark's last fight. He fought this tall, skinny ass Mexican. I bet on Deontay Clark. Mm-hmm. He clearly won that fight, in my opinion. They called it a fucking draw, bro. I was pissed off, bro. Damn. They gave me my money back and shit, but the dude won the fight.
Supposed to be, yeah.
Fucked up, bro. I wanted to bet on Spence Porter. I knew they was gonna rob Spence, and that Derek Chico shit. I knew that they was gonna rob Derek Chico, or they weren't gonna give him the nod because it's popularity, bro. It'd be too much money on that shit, bro. But these motherfuckers don't want to pay out, bro. But ain't no biasness here, bro. Ain't no, oh, we just going for this certain kind of fighter because he's popular. No, we gonna call that shit how we see that shit, bro. Like I said, if Spence would have knocked Porter out, guess what? Hey, he the man. From my opinion, He
Right.
the man.
If
You
you'd
know what
have
I'm
did it.
saying? Did he do that? No. So guess what? I'm talking shit about him. Fuck
But
it.
that's the thing about it is that, you know, his own fans, casual fans, put the pressure on him to go in there and knock out Sean Porter when Sean Porter ain't never been knocked out, not even in the amateurs. So, like he told him in the face to face, oh, it's the first time for everything. Well, it didn't happen, bro. You get flamed for that. You can't say you guarantee a man down, and then when there's no man down, like nobody not gonna say nothing about this shit. Like what happened? What happened to this easy road shit? What happened to this man down shit? Bulldoze Chronicles and whatever else. What happened?
Bro, if he
Like
was just humble, if he was just
humble,
like,
man.
man, okay, if I knock you out, cool, but if all I want is to win. It don't matter how I get it. That's the attitude I would like to see. Not, oh, I'm just gonna knock you out. Like, bro, you sound like a fucking bully that got bullied, bro.
Yeah, bro.
But get hate from everyone too. Spence fans, Loma fans, etc. Man, listen. I don't see nobody at 47 giving him no problems except Keith Thurman, bro. That's just my opinion.
To my butt, yeah.
Yeah, like I could see Danny, you know what I'm saying,
No,
having some success.
I think Porter can give Bud some problems early.
Oh yeah. I'm just saying what I'm as far as that, bro. Like I said, that Porter got some flaws. Like everybody
He
got
do.
flaws. Bud got flaws too. But what I'm saying is this:
He do.
what fighter you
Bud is a
know?
different fighter, man.
What fighter you know could take one flaw and just hit you over and over and over off the same flaw? And I mean damaging punches, bro. Bruh, it's not gonna be good, bro. His best bet, Porter's gonna have to try to box Bud, bro. He can't brawl with Bud, bro. He can't do
Mm.
that, bro. All that coming in with your head and leaving side to side, bro, you're gonna get uppercutted. Mark my words, bro. He's gonna get the Felix Diaz treatment, bro. I'm telling you this shit, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
That was bad too. Yeah,
It
man.
was sad, bro. It was sad. Why I'm like, okay, you running in, and you catching all these uppercuts, bro. I don't know how many uppercuts he hit this dude with, bro. And they were clean. And he's hitting them at 2 or 3 at a time and shit, bro. It's that dude different, bro. Like everybody talk this Floyd shit. He the closest thing, bro, to Floyd, bro, just based off his adjustments. Like when Floyd
Yeah.
see a flaw. You know what I mean, motherfuckers? He hit motherfuckers with that straight right, and it's clean and it's hard and it's crisp, and he gets the fuck out the way, and you can't do nothing about it. You can't do nothing about it, bro.
I mean, the nigga is good going backwards. He's good going forward. When he got you hurt, he's a good finisher. I mean, this dude, he
Underrated
can
body
hurt
puncher.
you. He can hurt you with either hand. Like I say, underrated body puncher. Um, Chin as well. Got grit, dog. I mean, what the fuck else? Like,
He'll
can
bully you
you?
too. He
Yeah,
was tossing Jeff Horn around the ring like a fucking towel, bro.
right. Got right. That another factor. Got wrestling experience. Like the nigga is strong. He's strong, man. Like
he
so.
too light in the ass. How?
Yeah, you don't want to sign.
Like he too
You know.
small. Nigga, they like the same height. Him and Spence is like the same height, bro. They like damn near the same height. And low key, Bud don't put on some ass on motherfuckers. If they ain't been on his Instagram, this motherfucker done put on some muscle.
The nigga always
So
working out, bro. So I mean, hey, he is getting prepared for I think his fight, but I mean, I just know that he gonna stay working. You know, it's unfortunate he can't get the fights, you know, on that other side of the street, and then they want to create a narrative like, you know, he ain't fought nobody and dumb shit. But you know, real boxing fans know what it is, man. So listen to the
yeah,
real shit. Like
we
real
ain't
fans
making
know
excuses over here, bro. Like, oh,
this
Porter
man
ain't,
walk. This
Bud ain't
man,
bringing nothing to the table. Like, oh, Bud need to fight Brooke. Okay, Brooke comes out. He says, I can't make weight. Oh, now he needs to fight Porter. Why? Because Porter beat Spence ass. He got to fight Porter now. Like, what the fuck is going on, bro? Who y'all gonna want him to fight next? Oh, he need to move up and fight J-Rock. Oh, he need to move up and fight Canelo. Like, what do y'all want, bro? and the fact that it was a narrative that Spence could beat Triple G and Canelo, bro,
nah, I'm
and
gonna take him out.
Andrade. Like, no,
No,
bro.
Oh, stop. And that's the thing about it. Like, why anoint somebody elite if he haven't even fought the fights to determine that yet? Like, they was already saying Spence was top pound for pound elite, and he didn't even get a Sean Porter type of fight yet. Like a level of a fight that you got a guy who's super athletic, super strong, can take a punch, you know, good stamina, like just a very, he got check marks on a lot of different categories. So that was the first fight besides the Brook and the Garcia shit with the disadvantages that it was the real test for Errol. And the guy's not elite, man. He's
It's
not.
like unbiased. He says Spence ring IQ isn't high. Apparently not. Look at the Porter fight. It proves it. You
You know,
kept getting turned.
yeah.
You got
I just deal
turned.
with the reality, you know. Maybe Errol, maybe it was a reality check for him too. That's probably like he was just sipping his Ciroc and just had a moment like, damn, man, I'm not even really elite. I'm not elite. What am I do? Derrick James. I don't know if I get rid of him or I don't know. See, when in situations like this, man, even I'm sure there's different situations with fighters where if they lose, yeah, they might change trainers. But it's times where a fighter might win, but because of the performance, they still change trainers. Like I remember when Floyd kicked his uncle to the curb after the Cotto fight, and then got his
Yeah.
dad. He was like, "Man, look, this nigga not seeing all the shit that I need him to see, and you know, I won this fight, but I got hit a little bit more than I wanted to, and I wasn't really getting the right guidance in there round by round. So he just went and got his sharper father, and that nigga shit was like flawless, nigga, like flawless victory shit,
Yeah.
from there. But um, maybe Spence need to look at other options, man. I think that's a strong thing he need to consider for his career. I mean,
And
he
he
got
want to be a
personal.
Mexican style fighter, bro. Go to Robert Garcia, bro. I know a lot of black people don't go to Robert, but Robert
That
is a
that
good ass trainer, bro.
it's just that fucking Charlo style shit. That shit, bro. That's not an elite style, man.
It's not
It.
even, bro. It's not even a Charlo style, bro. Because
I'm just saying it
see,
because I'll be seeing them. He just looked it really like more like the Charlos to me in that fight.
now
Like
what
he just
what I what I
strong. Yeah.
what I'm saying is, earlier in their careers, they were boxers, bro.
Right. I'm
They
just talking about
had
that's their
success.
current Charlo style now, though. That's
Yeah,
which is
that's
crazy.
that's that Jamel shit. That walk them down shit, bro. If Spence boxes, if he leaves this KO shit alone, he goes in there and boxes. If he does what he does in the Mikey fight, I'll give him more of a shot to beat a lot of these dudes. But it's the fact that that pressing, aggressive, staying in the pocket, opening yourself up to get hit, fight smarter, bro. This is what makes Bud a different animal. He knows when to turn that shit on and when to box, when to move, when to grab, when to do this, when to do that, when to switch. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are one dimensional.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not gonna work with everybody, bro. And you opening yourself up to get hit. So
Yeah.
it's just Spence is a better, to me, he's a better boxer than he is a brawler. Same thing with Jamel. He fighting Harrison all night trying to look for this one punch. What if the punch don't come, dude?
Yeah.
Use your jab. Motherfuckers ain't even using jab. Spence just abandoned the fucking jab. The jab is
Yeah.
what made you, bro. Your
Yep.
success is based off the jab.
But we got to give credit to Porter the credit, taking the jab away from him
Yeah,
and
yeah.
just doing certain things in there. And that's the thing about it. What adjustments can you make when somebody takes something that you normally use away from you?
From you, yeah.
What else do you have? What other tools can you use to make that proper adjustment? Like that's why when you talking about the Bud Crawford shit. Once Bud Crawford make an adjustment, if you can't make an adjustment to his adjustment, it's over. You're gonna pretty much just get beat in that same area until you fucking change something. You can't give somebody at that level an opening. And but to answer your question, Dave in the chat, he says Smith now enrolled in Nevada random all year round testing. Now he's WBC belt holder. I believe he is, man, and salute to him. After all of this damn time, he's gonna finally be in the clean boxing program. That's supposed to come with the WBC. And I believe Trav did confirm that. He said they
Man,
emailed
look,
him
I,
and
I
told him.
ain't I ain't I ain't saluting shit. You got forced into that shit, bro. Like, you gotta be in it now. There's no denying it. You gotta be in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's been a
And if
while,
and if
bro.
and,
Took
and
this
if
long.
and if they didn't have Vada for this Porter fight, and you look like that,
I was thinking the same shit. I was thinking the same shit. Like if they didn't have Vada testing, bro, for this fight, that's even worse.
worse, bro.
Keith is like, oh hell, get this nigga, please. Hey, let me take this cast off real quick. Oh, Danny jumped in there already. I can't even jump in there. Danny already beat me to it. Fuck.
Hey, Daddy got the turtleneck on in that bitch.
Oh man, them niggas was. I'm sure them niggas was in the audience like, nigga, I'm jumping in first.
He told
Danny was
that nigga,
like,
he
fuck
said, you
y'all, I'm
know,
swift.
he like, you know, I hit way harder than Porter. He told him that shit to his face, bro. Like,
Oh, you did?
yeah, when they was all on the panel and shit after the fight. They was talking and shit. He's like, you know, I hit harder than Porter, right? I'm telling you, bro, y'all motherfucker, man, I wouldn't be
God
surprised
damn.
if that nigga dropped Spence, bro.
Hey,
I
I'm
wouldn't be
not.
shocked, bro.
As I say, this is why everybody else in the world, boxing world, the casual boxing world, is shocked that Errol Spence was getting whooped on by Porter. We not. We've been telling y'all it was gonna be a tough, rugged, close fight. Not no easy roll, bulldoze chronicles shit. Fuck y'all talking about. Y'all
Bro, and
casual.
look, even though Porter beat Danny, and I think he clearly beat Danny just because of his output, Danny didn't look that bad.
Mm-mm.
Danny didn't
Danny
look.
and just
Danny didn't
never.
get beat up like that, bro.
Nah. You know, a lot of people could have. Actually, it was such a close fight. I just felt like it could have went either way, but I wasn't
Yeah,
mad when they gave it to Sean. I'm like, I can understand why they gave it to Sean. But if they would have gave it to Danny, I'm like, I can understand why they would
I
give it
can
to Danny.
understand that too, because he was more
That kind of
accurate.
a fight.
He was
Yeah.
accurate, and he threw more clean and shit. It just feel like
And a lot of the shots that Sean would throw was like grazing off the elbows because it was
both.
certain body shots that Sean was trying to go to the body, making a very concerted effort to get to his body. And Danny was very defensively responsible in the body area, like using his elbows to block hooks and shit.
Yeah,
And it looked flashy because Sean would throw a lot of punches and just be turning angles and shit, letting the judges see his work. But still, like if you looking closer, there wasn't a lot of that shit landing.
landing. Yeah,
Yeah, so but it's still though, like he was the more busier fighter. I think he threw more punches, he probably landed more throughout the duration of the fight. So I was like, well, I ain't tripping off that decision. You know, congratulations to Sean because I thought Danny was gonna knock him out, to be honest with you.
I did too, bro.
I thought Danny was gonna clip him, you know, with one of them no looks. So he got through it. He was able to work Danny. I felt like he was probably had a little bit more stamina down the stretch. So I factor that in too. For niggas super gassed out and they look beat up and slow, I'm like, hard to give you a victory. And you ain't got enough energy to raise your hand at the end of the
Man.
fucking fight and shit. Get your tired ass out of here, nigga. Like,
Yeah, for real,
um,
bro.
shout out to Hawker Mustang in the chat. He says Heyman isn't gonna put none of his top guys in the ring with Crawford. He don't want Crawford and Aaron controlling any more titles. He need to just go ahead and try to send Sean over there if Sean want to do it though. I like that fight. I
Yeah,
do.
I do too.
Just as a boxing fan, that's a good fucking two top athletes at 147. Take care of their body, work extremely hard. Both got good corners. That's an extremely great fight. And my respect level for Kenny Porter and just Team Porter period went to a whole nother level. I got a whole nother level of respect for them after that Errol Spence fight. PJB says Usyk, he undisputed. That's elite. Yeah, I'm not saying nobody said he wasn't. I don't know if he was debating somebody, but
Yeah,
I would have to say, I mean, when you clear out, it don't matter what division it is. If you can clear out your division, that's elite shit. It's elite shit to do. Now,
yeah. They try to
it doesn't mean that you're gonna look super elite at every higher weight class that you
wait.
might go up to, but you know, it shows that at that weight class you're elite. You know, so at fucking cruiser, Usyk is elite. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
we
mean
got to
that
see him
motherfucker.
at heavyweight, but
Yeah, I don't know.
What's
That might be a no go right there.
y'all ain't man? How y'all feel about this Wilder Ortiz too, bro? Like,
You said what about the Wilder Ortiz shit?
yeah, how you feel about that, bro? And then pay-per-view and all that
I
shit.
mean, bro, I fucking clicked to a different video when I was trying to watch a little bit of the press conference of Wilder and Ortiz. I'm like, this nigga up here looking like he's sleepy with a nose ring on, trying to beg niggas to buy pay-per-view. I'm like, man,
This
I'm
nigga
not
got the
watching
Jerry
this.
curl juice dripping.
I'm like, what is that shit? Like the nigga on front, like a bunch of spiders having a meeting on your head. What is you promoting a fight with a nose ring? Get out of here. I'm not watching this, bro. And I'm not buying this shit either. It's desperate.
Yeah,
That's
I ain't
sad
lying,
that this
bro.
man put all his hope in Showtime and they middle fingered that nigga.
Who, Showtime?
They middle fingered that nigga Deontay, bro.
I mean, not necessarily, bro, because bro, you got to think about it, bro. People don't understand that it's a possibility PBC can have Fox could be taking losses, bro. Like the Showtime basically was like, look, we'll do the fight, but we're not making it a pay-per-view. Like, it's not worth it. Like, it's not gonna sell. Like, so why are we gonna invest? Because you got Mike Coppinger saying Luis Ortiz is supposed to get 7 million plus. So
Damn,
if that's true, which I
Ryan,
doubt,
bro.
if that's true, which I doubt, that means Wilder's got to be at least getting 15, 20. So you talking
Negro,
about
please.
a $30 million fight that might only do 100K.
They're gonna get the same amount as Porter and Spence. They're gonna get probably split 2 million or something. For real. 2 million each and a little upside with the pay-per-view.
It's all damage control, bro, because they're gonna be like, oh, well, AJ offered you 7 mil, so why are you gonna go fight Wilder for one belt and way less money? So now it's your Ortiz is supposed to get 7 million excess to fight Wilder on pay-per-view. I bullshit, bro. They ain't
Man,
recouping that. They're not gonna recoup that, bro.
you can't sell Wilder versus Ortiz. Man, we saw that shit for free, and y'all want to make us pay for this shit, the rematch, when we already saw the result was Ortiz got stretched and drooled. Like, come
Yeah.
on, man.
And the fight
You know,
actually did good viewers, bro. It did. I
it
think it
did.
did over 1 million easy, but now pay-per-view. Like Ortiz has not looked
It's
good
like
his
at this
last
point,
fights.
nah. And it's like you can, if they were doing a better job promoting Ortiz after that, then yeah,
Yeah,
and if
yeah.
he was still living up to his King Kong status of just dominating, and not looking old and shit, it would be probably a big fight to where you could put on pay-per-view. But PBC only have certain fighters that they do that with, where they just give them all this extra attention and shine, And plus, the nigga don't speak English, so
That's
yeah,
another thing.
Cuban.
I hate press conferences like that, bro. Like,
Yeah, you gotta translate.
yeah, I
Yeah,
don't be liking that shit.
that's the thing about Ortiz, like, and any other person that's from another country, like, make it concerted effort. If you're trying to tap into the American market, um, literally, fucking learn the language, man. Learn the language, man.
Unless you
Uh,
already got that name to where you don't really need it. But I mean, with him, he's not very popular. Yeah, when's this is this Beterva Gosvick fight this weekend or next weekend?
I don't know. I gotta check, bro. I gotta check. That's at light heavy, right?
Yeah, that's gonna be a good one, bro. That shit is going that shit
Yeah.
might be that's a low key fight of the year candidate. People sleeping on that shit. I'm definitely gonna be tuned in on that.
I might favor the Vosic, whatever his name is.
Yeah, Gosvick, whatever. Yeah, I favor him too, bro, just because I think he's a better
I think I
boxer.
favor. He's definitely a better boxer. He got to watch out for the fucking power, of course, but
Oh, definitely. He could get
you know
slept
he can
because
get super
Stevenson was
mapped.
hurting him.
Right, right. So he could definitely get super put to sleep in this fight. But if he approaches it like Hakeda Plant approached Uskatagi, I think he'll definitely have a good. He'll probably be able to drop better beef a couple times if he
Yeah.
just box and be smart and be smart with the shots that he select when he throw. he could probably drop homie and probably get him out of here. Because I don't really believe in Better Beef like that. He seemed like his heart is in question a little bit if he get in trouble.
Yeah. What this do? I know this last Hawker Mustang last comment. He's like he want to see Crawford Brook. Why do you want to see a massacre like that, bro?
Yeah.
Like we don't want to see that, bro. Like we know Brook is in his last days. Like we don't want to see that. I think Fox outbid Showtime for Wilderverse. Vince Fox. You mean Wilderverse Ortiz? Fox gets more viewers than Showtime. True enough, because it's free, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but
that's
the
true.
thing is,
right, that makes a difference.
Outbidding somebody, it ain't about them. They didn't outbid them. They wasn't. Showtime didn't want to pay for that shit. They wasn't paying no 20, 30 million to show no Ortiz Wilder 2, bro. Nobody, bro. That shit is nobody finna buy that, bro. I'm sorry. I would be streaming that shit on my Fire Stick, bro. I ain't even finna cap. I ain't finna buy that shit.
Samuel Shaw, salute, bro. He says we might see one more upset before the year is over with Wilder versus Ortiz because Ortiz is bringing Larry Wade, the SNC coach of Sean Porter, into his camp. Oh, wow.
I wouldn't be surprised, man. Nothing's gonna surprise me because I'm not no casual, bro. Like I don't
That would
think
be the end of the casual community right there. With Errol Spence,
yeah.
the way he looked versus the easy road and getting this gift decision, and Wilder getting stretched or something, that's a wrap, E. That's a wrap.
That fucks up the whole narrative. It's like, damn,
That shit is
everybody got
out.
losses except Fury.
Yep.
And you know, Fury taking the Fury taking that easy road. He ain't taking no chances. Shit.
Let these bums beat each other up. You know, this nigga in the background just fighting bums and shit.
Yeah, let these Dawsons go at it.
Yeah, Hawker. Ortiz did turn that career high payday, all just to get that shot at Wilder, man. A rematch when you could have went after more straps and a bigger payday.
They didn't. He was probably we know he was advised not to take that fight for the simple fact too.
That's dumb, man. You
If
shouldn't allow nobody
AJ
to advise
knocked
you
him
to do
out,
that.
there is no Wilder Ortiz 2. Or if there still was a Wilder Ortiz 2 after AJ knocked him out, nobody
But
would want to see
what does that fucking matter? Like, if they really have belief in Ortiz or they have belief in themselves, there would be a Wilder Ortiz too, because he'll get all them belts and it's a unification.
Yeah, it's a unification. Exactly.
But obviously, they don't believe in the nigga enough to send him over there to get them straps because they just trying to maintain Deontay Wilder's regular scheduled programming, which is certain fighters he have in order to fight, which is not AJ. Just like how Spence have certain fighters in order to fight, but not Bud Crawford. This is how PBC do.
They better fucking hope. What's his name? They better hope Ruiz beat AJ again, and they ain't never getting them belts because they ain't finna do business with no Wilder no more.
Man.
They
Shout out to
dropped the
Todd
ball.
Legacy in the chat. What's good with it, man? Good morning to you. Or I don't know what time it is in Canada. Shout out to you, man.
Yeah, what's up, Tyrone?
Hawker Mustang says Crawford will probably smash Brook, but Crawford ain't got any names to fight at 147. I mean, look, at this point, all the names don't want to fight him. So Crawford is the name. Okay. Crawford is the name of boxing. You know, when you're talking about pound for pound, one of the best fighters in the world, you got to put Bud Crawford up there. So we got to stop being so critical of the guy that's already solidified his legacy, and glorifying guys that's running from the dude, acting like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
popularity don't equal skills either.
Exactly. Just because a dude is popular or something like that, that doesn't equate to somebody having a great legacy and really being able to be remembered when it comes to the sport of boxing. You know.
Yeah, these dudes cherishing the duck and not the fighter that wants to actually fight. It's crazy. I don't get it.
And this is why we always, flame the narrative shit, because it's like when the ducking starts, then the narrative becomes, oh well, this person doesn't have enough. They're not promoted good enough. They don't have enough social media followers. So the fight is not. It can't be made right now.
That's
But
all a
when you
lie,
got,
bro. It's all a
but
fucking lie. But Nick Crawford has over 500,000 fucking followers now.
he's
Crawford
not
been
being
on like
promoted right. I don't like the way they promoting him. So until
he's
they do
on Joe
better,
Rogan and shit. He's doing, bro. Like
this nigga like until Top Rank do a better job with Bud Crawford, I'm not giving him a fight. You know, because
why
y'all
is
not
that
treating
even
him
their
right.
concern though? Like,
Right, like it's his concern and shit. Like, who gives a
oh,
fuck?
they're not treating them right. How the fuck they ain't treating them right? They ain't treating Spence right. How do you go from fighting Mikey, an easy fight, and getting 3 million to go fight Porter to get 2, which is a harder fight? So who ain't getting treated right? Bud gonna get more money than that fighting fucking Joe Blow from down the fucking block. It don't matter. So how is he in a
Yeah,
bad deal? Like, that's a bullshit narrative. Like, oh, he's in a bad contract. How the fuck, bro? He makes more money than all you motherfuckers. Keith Thurman's guarantee for Pacquiao was 2.5. Yeah, the pay-per-view sold, so he probably made 10, but shit, Bud probably made 7 or 8 million to fight Khan.
I think it was, what was it unbiased? Like 5 million up
It's
front plus
5.5
upside.
Yeah,
with
five mil up front, and plus the pay-per-view buys.
5.5.
Yeah, they got like $2 for split for the pay-per-view upside, but you know, it is what it
You
is.
got the gate, you got all that shit too. You know what I'm saying? And they had like 14,000 people in there and shit. So I mean, he made good money to fight Khan, bro. So it determined you get 10 million to go fight what everybody says a juiced up Pacquiao. You get your fucking face beat in, you get knocked down in the first round and shit. You lose your title.
You know what I don't get is everybody's saying that Triple G got exposed, Lomachenko got exposed, Crawford got exposed versus Jose Benavidez, but Earl Spence did not get exposed versus Porter though. Those are the same people
Nah,
that say
man.
that. I'm like, what? Come on,
Nah,
man.
he was trying to beat Porter. He beat Porter at his own game, man. He fought Porter's fight. Come on, man.
Man, these guys are crazy, man. And now they're saying that he don't even deserve to fight.
Who
He has
don't
a
deserve it?
belt.
You talking about Bud? Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Strap season has totally been vacated. That's out. Strap season is out. He's
This guy,
I guess
Dave
strap season until he got 2 of them. Now he content.
Dave King, he says, I'm from the UK and have been watching boxing since the early 80s, and 99% of my boxing heroes come from the USA. I've supported USA over UK boxers until Wilder came along. I feel he's being forced on us. But he definitely is being forced on us. Yeah, he is.
Yeah. I mean, that's crazy. I wish he would force himself. I wish somebody would force him to stop being a bitch and fight Dillian White. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And
we got more smoke coming in, in the near future with this Dylan White shit. Don't get it twisted. Niggas think that we
he's
forgetting shit.
arguably the worst heavyweight champion skill wise
ever.
Like, seriously. If he loses his power tomorrow, then it's ugly for him. It's ugly for him. Like, when the number one pound for pound,
yeah, go ahead.
When the number one pound for pound can't get a solid fight when he is in the stacked division, boxing politics is to play. Demetrius Andrade, same thing at 60.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is the thing too, man. Like,
I got some shit I'm gonna talk about probably later on in the week with Demetrius Andrade too, because I've been thinking about some shit. But go ahead.
I respect Wilder for at least saying, and I like him. Like, don't get it twisted. I like Wilder because come on, man, I'm motherfucking on live. Yeah, I like Wilder because he spoke the truth, man. He like, ain't no size of the street. And if it's easy for him and Fury to get 2 fights, bro, there's no reason why nobody else could cross the street.
Well, why he didn't keep the same energy with AJ? Like with when they first was when 120 million was offered to him. Like,
because he didn't want to fucking lose.
Right.
Wow.
Hey, but you know what it is, man. These guys, I've never seen this in the sport of boxing before, where The guy tells him to get a belt. He gets the belt. Then he says that's the wrong belt. I don't like that belt. We don't respect that belt over there.
The
Then
belt is
he said
ugly.
you want yeah yeah. Now you're on the wrong side of the street. And then he's not getting promoted right. I don't like the way Bob Arum treats him. So we're not gonna fight him. I've never seen this before ever. Never
When
seen
have
it
you
before.
seen
Never in
the
life, bro.
WBO? When have you seen the WBO not get acknowledged since they've been sanctioned? Like
It's just
nobody.
crazy that the most hype guy in boxing became the biggest ducker in boxing. Like, why would y'all hype a guy up to be something that he's really the opposite of? Because really, that boogeyman shit is all the way vacated because everybody and their mama coming for Errol Spence right now. Shit, payday straps, can't knock me out, bring Vada, and then reinforcements, and let's go. Hey, it's
I
coming,
mean,
dog.
bro, this shit is sad,
But
bro.
like you're saying, Bias. I mean, it's beyond me, man. I mean,
I
it's
never seen this.
extraordinary.
And then you got fans that are legitimately behind this guy, saying his talking points like, "Yeah, Bob don't promote him right. He don't deserve to fight." I'm like,
Right.
wow.
I guess
Oh
they
man,
just wait around for him to say something, and they try to create breaking news and give their own interpretation on something that he might say, which is clearly some off the wall type shit. But they have uh, their own angle on how they want to interpret it and make you understand. Now, what he meant was, he just meant it just meant he was drunk, and it meant that the nigga was not really 15 in 2015, and all this other shit that y'all keep trying to defend when it comes to this
bro,
dude.
how you make a tweet saying, "All right, I gotta stop blowing up," and between fights, I gotta take it seriously, and then in that same day, you on TMZ drunk as shit.
Man,
Hey, yo,
man,
and
bro,
that's the thing.
you can't make this up.
He said the same exact shit after the Mikey fight. When they interviewed him, he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna stay in my weight. I'm gonna stay close to my fighting weight, and all that shit." It
Mm-hmm.
blew up again, and then you go have a tough fight. Oh, I gotta stop blowing up. Oh, I didn't have any strength and conditioning, bro. If he didn't feel like he lost, or he didn't feel like he got the motherfucking the beats by Dre's put on his head, then why the fuck is you coming out saying these things, bro? If he would have went out there and knocked Port out, he wouldn't have said none of that shit. He wouldn't have said none of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like he made a built-in excuse before the fight. It was like, well, I don't got a strength and conditioning coach.
Yep.
I'm doing a no nutritionist. I'm doing everything by myself. I'm getting out the mud. And he said all of
Mm-hmm.
that. So he has a built-in excuse for after the fight. That's what I saw it as.
Yeah, facts. He was on top of all that shit too, man. That shit is crazy, bro. That he wouldn't bring out all this stuff. You know what, man? I gotta stop loading up and wait. Like somebody just get a camera out of this guy's face, please.
Nah, get the
Get him,
fucking
get him,
cup out of his damn hand.
get the man off social media, bro. This guy.
I really feel like he's going to vacate those belts and move up after his next fight because there's some. I mean, I could just see that that's his plan. And to be
Yeah,
honest,
he keeps
it's
saying it for some reason.
he's getting his ass whooped no matter what. And that's my opinion. He stays at 147. I think Crawford washes him. He goes to 154. Those guys beat him too.
Yep.
He's not that good of a boxer on the back foot. Nah, man. I think Harrison would get him, to be honest with you. People are always talking shit about Harrison, but he's a good boxer. And from the Porter fight, I saw good footwork make Spence look drunk. So
Yeah.
He
that's
probably
why I
was
think
fucking drunk.
Harrison will probably
Nah,
outbox
man.
him. J Rock definitely stopped him, in my opinion. So I think Lubin probably beats him too. So I mean, that's a tough. He in a tough position. At 147, I got Crawford beating him. I thought Porter beat
Well,
him
damn.
already.
Well,
So shit.
let's really see how bad this shit is. What about Ishe?
He's retired, ain't he?
Yeah, not Ishe Smith. Nah. I think this is the thing. I think
Hey, he better fight fucking nah, that's
Munguia.
at 160.
He
They
fight
have to bring
Munguia, might beat
Jalen
him.
Love down.
Oh no. If you lose to
To bring
Jalen Love,
Jalen Love
you gotta leave the country. If you lose to Jalen, you
he
gotta
can
leave the
bring
country.
Jalen Love, bring him down to 54 for a tune-up because he took G.
Jalen versus Smith
Yeah.
for pound. God damn.
And at
Yeah.
Oh
160,
man.
I don't see him beating. I don't see him beating any of the champions at 160. Andrade washes him. Triple G would definitely stop him. I think
What
Sergey
about
Derevyanchenko beat his
paper?
ass too.
Oh yeah, that's easy work. That's fucking easy work right there. What about what you call it? Paper champ Jamal.
They won't
At
fight. They're
60,
friends.
they ain't
So
fighting.
no, he's not fighting them.
What if Earl just say, fuck it, I'm gonna go after Jamal, man. Get that 160 strap.
Man, he better off fight. Well, yeah, you're right, because Jamel ain't got no scrap. Listen. I mean, at
I
this
think,
point,
man, I don't know, man.
Spence might have to move down to 140, bro. Yeah.
Oh
It's
shit,
just
the
weird, bro.
smoke is in the building.
I
Go
just
ahead,
watching
bud.
that fight. I rewatched it yesterday, and Sean Porter looked like the better boxer, and that's what surprised me the most. He was outboxing Spence on the outside. He took away Spence's jab. The guy
Yep.
that everybody said had no skill, couldn't box, took away Spence's jab. And then he was countering the left hand that was coming after the jab. So I'm like, damn, this dude a better boxer. He was whooping him on the
Dumb.
inside as well. So I mean,
What the
like, come
fuck?
on. I don't get how people could think he could beat Crawford. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Crazy to
Man.
me. But good footwork has Spence puzzled. So I'm saying he go up to 154 and fight those pure boxers, he get washed. He go up to 160, his defense not that good. So even like the lower class big punchers like a David
And
Lemieux,
his power ain't that good either.
yeah, in my opinion, I
So
think even somebody like David Lemieux probably could, beat
ice,
Spence. Yeah.
man. It's not looking too good. So I don't even think he can make 140.
The
So I mean
walls are
that's
closing in. Shit, he could do catch weights, 152s, 151s.
there's
I
some
told
fights
you,
out
bro.
there he can take though at 154. He can
He
take
gonna have
Jesse
to take
Vargas. He can
that
fight
Brook
Jesse
rematch.
Vargas. He might fight Saddam Ali. He might
Get the
he can
fuck
get
out of here.
it's some safe fights at 154 he can get, man. He can get Khan.
Liam Smith might beat Spence at 154, dog. I'm not
Oh
even
yeah,
lying.
stay away from Liam. Stay away
Because
from
his footwork, he's a good boxer.
So we could bring in Dongo up to 47.
nah. That's out. He'll get stretched.
Oh, you know
He'll
what?
get stretched.
Trout.
At
Or
154?
you know
No,
he can
47.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, he's supposed to be coming down. Yeah, 47.
Man. I don't even know if Spence can make 147 healthy anymore, man. To be
Yeah,
honest
I've
with you.
never
not the way he drink and eat. Hell no.
Yeah, I never seen him make 47 and was like actually at 147 on the scales. It's always been
Both of them I think was.
146.2 or 4.5, but he was dead on 47. That's why I was like, yeah, he probably killed himself to make that. Because all his training camps are fat camps, bro.
Yeah,
Right,
that's
he
true.
said that himself. He said it
Yep.
himself. He said, it's hard to have to lose weight before I can actually train. He said that in his tweet. So
I mean, come on, man. Like, and then you want to complain about this shit when you know this. And like you made up a point, you gave a point, made a point by us the other day about like shouldn't your trainer be the one that's helping you push you to get in shape and things like that, even though people got nutritionists and strength and conditioning coaches and stuff, but as a trainer, you should be getting on your fighter, like telling them to stick to a certain diet, not to be drinking, things like that. But
right.
because that's a reflection on you as a trainer too. Like I'm not just looking at Errol Spence, I'm looking at Derrick James. Like, man, look, you don't give a fuck about this nigga career like that long term. You don't. You
Hey, let
here
me
for
ask you guys
you.
something. I don't mean to get off topic, but you after that performance by Triple G, you guys think Charlo could beat him? I don't.
No.
Hell no.
Hell no. Because Triple G is still he was still fucking dangerous, man, throughout them 12. Even though I felt Derevchenko won, but you could just see, even when he was getting hit with big shots, he has the ability to take your shit, recover, and then just come back with his own hellacious 3 or 4 punch combinations, and all of them shits got bad intention. All of them. So,
man, listen, man,
one punch can turn the whole fight around for Triple G.
Derevchenko ain't no Korobov or no Brandon Adams, bro.
Nah, he on a different level.
So I mean,
right?
It was just
exactly
that level of competition, man. It makes the fight. It makes certain elite fighters look regular sometimes. It's just what it is.
Yeah.
But to say Charlo can't even, like, people think giving Jamal a chance, bro. Bruh, he can't stop Korobov or Brandon Adams ain't even no 160 pounder, bro.
Yeah, he about to fight Hogan next too. So I mean,
upset alert.
He might lose. Yeah, I would say he might lose that fucking fight. Hogan ain't no bitch. He might beat his ass. Plus he pissed off that he got robbed against McGee. So he might go in there like, you know what? I'm about to beat the damn flat top off this nigga head. What you talking about? You know, I'm about to fucking get this nigga a new hairstyle when I get done with him. So,
hey, you see what Tyrone Legacy said? That shit hilarious, dog.
The problem was they never gave Porter enough credit before the fight because they were busy drooling over Spencer's cologne. Now they saying Porter a hard fight for anybody.
Right.
And I mean, yeah, you're right. And that's the bad thing about it was they was already writing off Sean Porter, and it just made Errol Spence even look worse. Like, because really, he was getting his ass beaten there. So the same guy that y'all rid off and said was nothing and is a bum, your boy just went life or death with him. Just went life or death with him. So just saying, man. Y'all niggas y'all are hurting these fighters' careers, man. You casuals niggas, y'all fucking these guys' careers up. Just saying.
And now they saying, oh well, now we need to see Bud versus Porter. That's the fight that we need to see now, because you know, just because Spence looked like that doesn't mean that Porter won't make Bud look like that. It's like, nah. See, I know what you guys are trying to do. You guys now want to pit Porter versus Bud instead of Spence versus Bud to save your guy, but that shit not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? We pay attention. We're fully focused. We know the fight that we were calling before. Just because your boy not that good, don't mean that now we need to see Bud versus Porter. How about Spence versus Bud? How about that?
Look, I don't want to see it, but like I told Black earlier, the only reason I want to see it because Bud needs that name.
I agree with that. I'd have no problem with him fighting Porter. That's not the issue. The issue is I want to see Spence versus Bud, the two belt holders. Now, after that, Bud could fight Porter. That's okay with me. But just go on and beat Spence, make that fight, and then there's no problem.
Yeah.
So I want to see Bud versus all of them. I want to see Bud versus Danny, versus Porter, versus Keith, versus Manny. I want to see him fight all of them. You know what I'm saying? But the fight that I really want to see right now is Spence versus Bud, because I already know the outcome of that fight, and I can't wait to see them tears. That's it. I want to see the tears flow. You know what I'm saying? So that's it. That's the fight that I want to see.
Hey, Trav say could Spence beat Devin Haney?
Hey, he don't snack. Devin Haney with them snacks, man. Shit. He breaking cheekbones and shit. Now, so that skinny nigga power, that nigga might come in there and break chip the nigga jawbone and shit.
If Devin was if he was a full-fledged welterweight, then he probably could beat Spence. See, this is the thing. Spence does not do well with anybody with good hand speed and footwork. I said this from the get-go. I noticed that in the Mikey fight, he himself was flat-footed in that fight. People were saying, "Oh well, look at his footwork he showed versus Mikey," but they really weren't looking at his feet. He was tangling himself. He almost fell over in that fight when he was going on the back foot. And he did the same thing in the Porter fight. He almost fell over on himself and fell through the ropes because he's not good on the back foot. He's not.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, people are claiming that he fights really well. He's slick. I ain't seen no slickness in the Porter fight, really. So
Bro, that
Yeah.
I
motherfucker
mean,
was tripping over his own feet and shit. Clumsy motherfucker, man.
right. You could
Yeah.
look good versus Mikey, who's moving up and didn't really get accustomed to the weight, didn't put on the weight correctly. Maybe if Mikey had 2 or 3 fights beforehand, the fight maybe would have been different. I don't know. But all I know is Mikey didn't put the weight on. He looked fat and slow. You can't even compare that to what Terrence Crawford would have done to that Mikey. You know what I'm saying? So, and we know Mikey doesn't want to fight Bud. He told us that in the interview. He said Bud's going to use his reach and his footwork and make it easy for himself.
And look
So
what he ran into with Spence. The same shit.
exactly.
I'm telling you, man, the only thing that Mikey saw was he thought Spence was gonna walk down and he was gonna be able to, close the gap and work on the inside with him. And then and shit. It was the total opposite. So he was better off
Exactly.
fighting Bud. He's better off
Now,
fighting Bud.
Bud would have made it worse. I think Bud possibly would have stopped him too, because the body work Bud, employs. He ain't gonna go in there and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna show you guys I could box," because we all know he could box. So he gonna go in there seek and destroy probably. So it'll be a different fight.
Yeah, he gonna show you he could box. He gonna knock your ass out while he doing it though. Shit,
Yeah.
that's
Hey,
crazy.
Bias, before you came on, Flame On was talking about the Better Be versus what's the guy named? Alexander.
Gospel,
Alexander Vasek.
Vasily.
Yeah. I don't
When
know if you
is
want
that
to
fight?
give your take on that fight coming up, and then we're gonna shut it down after that.
All right, I think that's next weekend, isn't it?
Is that okay?
Or is it the weekend after that? I'm not sure.
Is it the
I
6th?
don't.
I think it is next weekend.
Yeah, but either way, that's gonna be, man. That might be fight of the year candidate. And honestly, low key, Triple G versus Derevyanchenko, that shit was fire. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Yeah, it
Like
was good
I
as
watched
fucking
that
fight.
shit. I watched it twice so far. That's a good style clash. They should do a rematch. You know what I'm saying? I like that. You know what I mean? Back and forth, shit. And Derevyanchenko's a good boxer, so it made it. Both of them are good boxers, so it was
They
high
styles
level.
mesh good. Yeah.
Exactly. This is going to be a really good fight too, because Vostik trained with Lomachenko's dad. He's basically an orthodox version of Lomachenko, a light heavy. And Better be that dude. He can knock you out just pretty much at any point in the fight. So this is going to be a dangerous fight for Vostik. I got Better be winning. I think he gets him. That's my opinion. But man, this is going to be a really good fight, like for real.
We picking
Yeah.
Gospel. We picking Vasily.
Right. So there wouldn't even be upset in this fight at all.
No.
Because
No.
nobody's
50-50
really.
all day.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Well, these are the type of fights that we want as fans, man. Fights that where it could just go either way, not fights
Yeah, so
that were.
we don't want Crawford versus Spence because that's 60-40. Everybody now is seeing that shit.
You said 90. You said 90-10 the other day. You got some credit.
That shit might be 90-10 to be honest. Hey, I forget the trainer's name, but he said, man, that fight Spence gonna get dominated by Crawford. He thinks a lot of people now are seeing what I've been telling. I said this shit in 2018 when I was watching Spence fight. I knew his flaws and I knew what Crawford could do. And I said it, man. Crawford gonna beat him. He'll keep him turning. He's gonna dominate him. It's gonna look like Victor Postal, but a lot worse because I think at this weight Crawford is a little more meaner and he means bad intention. He want to stop people. So I feel like he'll probably stop Spence, to be honest with you.
Cause he shells up, bro, and that's what he's telling you. I'm gonna make you look like Benavidez, bro. Cause Benavidez was shelling up the same way, bro, and he was tagging his body when he was doing that shit.
Yeah.
And that, he talking about that little body, that body shot shit, that body shot shit. That ain't gonna work either.
Nah, no, it's not. Nah, because Mikey was taking little step backs and avoiding body punches, and Crawford is more athletic and has better footwork than and engages distance better than Mikey, in my opinion. But I believe that Spence, he definitely gets stopped because another factor is he's not cutting the weight correctly now. And Bud might have been right about that. When he stops him, I don't want to hear that you've been at the weight class too long. I don't want to hear that. So that's gonna be the excuse, though. I guarantee it. Watch.
Yeah.
Flame on put small money on Nestor Gibbs against Houston. He has a puncher's chance. I thought it was fighting Spawn.
Say again.
Yo, Trav, he talking about put small money on Nestor Gibbs against
Yeah.
Houston. I thought he was fighting Spawn or some shit.
I don't know. That was his suggestion to you though.
Yeah,
Possibly
I'll
win
do
some
it.
money.
Shit,
While they're
you
trolling,
can't lose if you put a little small wager because that win gonna be that payoff
hey,
gonna be lovely. Shit.
speaking of Usyk, Wilder's trolling with that statement he made, saying that Usyk is
Too
not a
small.
threat. He trolling because we've
He
seen
told
smaller guys than Usyk give him problems and rock him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he trolling with that one because we know he could be outboxed. Usyk is a type of fighter that if anybody could just outbox you for a full 12 and not get hit as much as Fury. Fury being a little overweight and not as athletic. I think Usyk's
It's
more athletic.
another
So
factor too is the fact that he's
he
out here
trolling.
saying Usyk is too small, dude. You fought fights at 215, bro.
Right.
Like you ain't that big. You feel me?
Yep.
damn.
He
So
trolling with that. Usyk, I'm telling you right now, if Usyk go in here and dominate Sponge, even though Sponge is nothing really, in my opinion, but he's a decent. He was a kickboxer. It's a decent test because I need to see him at heavyweight, just see if he could take a heavyweight punch. But listen, if he dominate him, then go on to fight maybe somebody more credible, and he dominates them too. Wilder need to shut it all the way up because then I got Usyk beating a lot of people at heavyweight. I'll tell you that much, a lot, because he'd probably be the most skilled there.
But only one punch, man.
that's all it
Only one
takes.
punch.
And that is all it takes. You're right. But what if Usyk stop him? I mean, because Usyk go to the body, and we've seen Wilder get rocked by lesser opponents. So Usyk go in there and rock his ass, and then finishes him because Usyk is a good finisher. What we saying?
And look, I don't want to get off topic. I meant to say this when y'all was talking about Spence, but like no homo, right? I've been looking at his body shit from like the old Campo Peterson wins to this win. He doesn't look the same either, bro.
That's why they crying for Blu-ray. That's why they crying for Blu-ray. That's why.
No. Oh, you said the Peterson fight and which fight?
Old Campo.
Yeah, man. It's called USADA versus Vada.
Yep.
You got a Vada body and you got a USADA body. We can show you the difference.
Bro, after the Porter fight, I'm not even lying, bro. The whole entire LDBC was crying for Blu-ray to come back to camp. I'm not lying. They was making tons of videos just saying we need Blu-ray back in his corner. He need to get focused. Where Blu-ray at? What's his address? We need to like these dudes was scared for Spence. That's how I know, man. Like once he get beat, everybody gonna switch their tune and say that he only lost because of Blu-ray or he been at the weight class too long. He was draining himself to get there. That's why he got knocked out. But at 154, he gonna be the best there. Now, I see the excuses. I already know.
But the fact remains that the dude balloons up in weight in between fights. The nigga can't stop drinking. The nigga's not disciplined. Like y'all can make whatever excuses and can say Blu-ray and all of that, but the nigga is not. He's not carrying himself like a true champion, man. He's not. Dude is not he's not as hungry and dedicated to this shit like other people are. Like seeing Sean Porter or Bud Crawford. He hungry for the bag. Bro. Yeah. He want nachos.
Nachos. That bag of Burger King, that number 5.
The greasy, yeah.
He's feeding for some grease.
Yeah.
Greasy shit.
So
he's feeding for some grease.
Yeah.
He's fucking clown, bro.
PJB says Errol like food. Yeah, man, he love to eat. He need money to eat, so that's why
Yeah, they gonna scream.
So Rocket Strike says LWC was making up all types of excuses. They said that Porter was at his best and Errol wasn't.
Exactly. Yep. I heard that. I heard that one.
Hey, it is what it is, man. Like people just gotta stop being damn biased to a damn to that extreme. It doesn't make any sense, man. This is boxing, man. It's really retarded that niggas hang glide on a nigga's nutsack And just don't keep it real, man. Just, all they had to do was just sit back and allow Errol Spence to show us
Prove
who he is
himself.
instead of y'all trying to put out an agenda or a narrative that he already is something that he didn't prove. And we
Right.
saw that Sean Porter fight, like we told y'all this guy wasn't a proven fighter yet. And that fight was going to show us if he really was. But then y'all want to come up with these excuses about Blu-ray when a guy, I even put up the video, he was bold and let it be known, like, I get it out the mud. I don't need all of this. I don't need the strength and condition. He don't need all of that shit.
Yep. Well,
Now all of a sudden when you lose, oh, you know what? I might need to stop ballooning up in weight. You know what? I might need to start taking this shit more serious. I might need to call back Blu-ray.
and then he get drunk in that same day. That same day,
In
he
the
hit
same
this,
fucking day, I'm gonna
get
go
the
drink this
Ciroc
shit
bottle.
off.
Get the
Let me go
Ciroc
drink this
bottle.
shit off. Like, come on, man. Y'all gotta just wake the fuck up. Y'all niggas is really going balls to the walls for that shit, bro.
Yo, low key though, my boy Angel, he brought this up. He made a good point. He said Spence, low key, is just another version of Gervonta Tank Davis. When you look at it,
I mean,
he balloons up in weight, he gets drunk. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't take his career serious.
Well, they all hang out.
But before the Porter fight, he had one credible win on his resume. That was Brook. And just like Tank, Tank only had Pedraza, and they were both beating guys coming up in weight, right? Spence beat Lamont coming up in weight. He beat Chris Algieri coming up in weight. He beat Mikey coming up in weight. Just like Tank was trying to beat Leo Santa Cruz coming up in weight. And now he's just fighting smaller guys coming up in weight. Now he finally moved up. And watch, Spence gonna move up too. See, their career path is almost identical.
I'm about to say Floyd got a hell of a blueprint for them niggas, huh?
Yeah, fight smaller fight.
Yep.
That blueprint,
as soon as you fight somebody your own size, you look mediocre.
Hey, Jose Yepes says Spence looked like a VHS without Blu-ray. Yeah.
Nigga look like a Game Boy out there, motherfucker.
Nigga, like this nigga out here looking like an Atari. Get your Atari fight style ass out of here. PJ says Kell Brook went vegetarian, got 2 metal eyes. Goddamn.
You gonna crank it up?
Hawker says Tank just said he's #1 pound for pound. Yeah.
The lights on?
I'm sure somebody put up a video and said that shit is true. You know?
Yeah, Tank high, bro. He honestly been sipping lean. That's what I think it is. Because he must be. There's no way he could consider himself pound for pound anything. You know what I'm saying? Not number 5, 6, 7. He honestly, he also said he was a top 10 of the best fighters on TV. I'm like, bro, he high. He must be. He's sipping lean or something.
The LEAN, fam. You out here on that lean. Somebody need to make you lean back for that statement. That's what he need to do. Hawker says Spence said he lost 25 plus pounds to make weight. Yeah. And then Trav says, did y'all talk about Habazin's trainer getting attacked? No, enough people already covered that. So I'm not gonna even.
Y'all did?
He was talking greasy. He was talking greasy shit though.
Yep.
He was talking cash shit. So it is what it is, man. No matter if you old, gay, or whatever gender, whatever it is. If you talking shit, you can just get knocked the fuck out, no matter what it is.
And that was her brother that knocked him out too. And you know what? Listen,
that was her brother.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I heard it was a brother.
Listen, I don't have a problem with that. To be honest with you, I don't care if people want to say, "Oh, she's a hood rat" and blah blah blah. But listen, if you talking about my sister, you threatening my sister, and you swing in her face, you make gestures to try to hit her, right? You call her a bitch, you call her a monkey, that and this and that. I'm gonna punch you in your face. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm gonna hit you. I don't need to go in front of you and tell you, "Hey, put your hands up before I swing." Nah, I'm just gonna punch you in the face because you've been talking crazy. I don't care if you're 60, 70, watch your mouth and have a seat.
He was obviously talking like a young boy, so you just had to get disciplined. That's sad when you're old ass man, you got to get disciplined like that. You know, they was making a meme out of her leaning over holding the nigga face while he was laid out, like it was a Rocky meme holding Apollo Creed head and shit.
Hey, that shit looked like a scene out of the movie where the character had to go through trauma to level up and then go beat the villain. That's what that shit reminded me of. I'm not even gonna lie, man. because
God damn.
he deserved it though. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, you know what I mean, watch your mouth, man.
You gotta watch what the fuck you say. I bet you be careful
Hey
in press
man, I
conferences
gotta
now.
disagree, bro, because they fucked up the money, bro.
They were stupid, but
On
that
both
They
don't
parties.
mean
fucked up
that
the money.
it don't. Yeah, he fucked up the money. That it don't mean that the nigga didn't deserve to get his ass. You
I
know,
can't, but yeah, but
mollywop. But
I can't blame Clarissa Shields for her brother feeling upset that his other sister was getting disrespected and a man was trying to punch her in the face. I can't say,
She
oh, that's
swung on him.
yeah, you didn't see it. He was swatting in her face and saying, "Oh, I'll beat her up. You want to act like a man, then I'm gonna hit you like a man." He was going off on her. He
I
was
know that
threatening
part.
her.
I didn't know he was
Yeah,
like.
so I can't be mad at her sister, her brother, for punching him in the face. Like, I mean, he should have did it after the fight. That would have been better. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? That could have saved some money. But in the long run of things, it's not her fault that her brother hit him after he was threatening his sister. Like,
It's not
I just
yeah.
don't see that.
I don't know if
it's
that's
not
a. But
necessarily
look,
her
I wonder
fault,
if that
but
was a contractual thing, like in a contract, like before the fight. Nobody on no side of the camp or party can have any kind of physical altercation. Otherwise, it can ruin the whole fight. It can mess
yeah, it
up the win.
normally does,
And
bro.
maybe
And
that
then
was
the
what it
fact that
was.
that's his trainer, that's her trainer though. She gonna need a
Yeah,
trainer.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, like with the Benavidez Crawford weigh in, like Bob, you know, he was always saying, y'all don't do anything stupid now. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Because if somebody gets hit before the fight, bro, that shit's off.
Yeah, but we've seen female boxers kiss each other on the mouth. That technically is hitting, right? So, and nobody does nothing about that.
Shit. Oh man, it's the unbiased. But I gotta shut it down, man. Let me read one more comment. Trav says, "I'm not condoning street justice. There's another way to handle it. There is another way to handle it.
That's how I
But
feel,
in the heat
bro.
of
And
that
she the
moment,
boss.
I can understand how that situation can happen when
Right.
you got a guy aggressively going after somebody's sister. If I had a sister,
What?
the nigga will be laid
Yeah.
out too. Like I would have to lay the nigga out, bro. Like I'm not even gonna question
What's
or
wrong?
get in a
What?
dialogue.
Exactly.
Once you want to show like you can boss up on my sister, then I gotta show you as a man. You need to do that shit. Bring that energy over here. Keep the same energy right here.
Right. So
Instantaneous.
if we not gonna condone street justice and we're gonna just hold Clarissa Shields for something that her brother did, then we also need to hold the trainer to trying to hit a woman. How
He
about that?
provoked
We
it.
need
He did. He provoked it. Right. He
right. So let's
escalated it to another level. So he should definitely be penalized in the same kind of manner. Now he didn't probably land nothing, but you know you got to be able to control yourself and not ramp somebody up to that point to where they want to physically put hands on you. You got to be able to keep it under control because you're just a trainer. You making this shit about you. It's about your fighter.
right,
And
and
that's that bullshit.
he is the more experienced trainer, so he should have already known how to handle this situation. Correct? He shouldn't have provoked her or provoked anyone at that. He pushed her, the lesbian looking chick. He pushed her, and he was trying to hit her. He was trying to get to her, but he was being held back. So I'm saying, if I'm as a brother, I got a sister. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm looking on to that, that's just gonna make
Hell
my
yeah.
blood boil. It's gonna make my
Hell
blood
yeah.
boil. I may not be able to hold
Trav.
back. So
Right.
how
His
can I
So
words
blame
were
yeah,
him?
bad,
I
but
understand the brother entirely. Like nigga, that ain't nothing. That shit just happened, homie. That's what a brother's gonna do. Now
Trav
the
said he
other
ain't put his hands on him.
No, he pushed her. He pushed her. He pushed her, and he was trying to get to her, but he was being held back. He was
yeah.
swatting in her face, like shooing her in her face and throwing, like, you know what I mean, putting your hands in her face. That's what he was
Who
doing.
started the shit though?
He did. He
Matter of
did.
fact, they said that
I
he
thought
was
she
just
started
picking
it
at.
though, cause why the fuck they? Okay, from my understanding, they was bitching at him for looking at Clarissa Skills on weight.
I think they said he was like trying to push to get to the scale, something like that,
Yeah,
Yes.
he was
and
trying
was
to
Yeah.
being
see
real,
the
real
weight,
rude.
bro.
Like,
Like he was
yeah,
trying to
Exactly.
see
but
the
he was
scale.
doing it in an aggressive way where he was like pushing people instead of like,
Everybody.
excuse me, can I get by? You
Yeah,
don't just
exactly.
physically push your way to see the weight, nigga. Like it's a way to get there.
While he was doing that, he pushed her sister. And then her sister
Oh,
went
okay.
off. Her sister said something about it, and then he went off on her. And that's where it all started. He said, "Oh, you want to act like a man? I'll beat you like a man," and blah blah blah. Then he started waving in her face with his hands and stuff like that, and acting like he was gonna hit her. Man, come on, you can't be. And you in Michigan. You know what I'm saying? You in the same place where Calico is from. You know what I mean? You lucky you're not in Detroit. Just in Detroit. You know what I mean? You're not gonna make it back.
Not gonna make it.
So, come on.
Focus on the fight for you not make it to the fight, like Bud used to say. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, y'all get some closing thoughts, man. I gotta hit these streets, man. Have some business and But good live, man. Salute to Flame On, Unbiased, Angel Santos, and everybody, man, that participated in this live stream, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm gonna start kicking off some live streams too, man. I don't know how to work this StreamYard shit, to be honest with you. I'm trying to get a green screen though, so I can make it like legit, but I don't know how to work that. I'm gonna have to.
Oh yeah, hit me up in the what's the name? Yeah.
Yeah. But this was a good live, you know what I'm saying? We haven't been on live for a while. We needed that. And we already know what it is with Spence. He don't want, you know what I mean? So he gonna fight Danny, the guy he just beat him already. I don't see why you fighting him, no belt. Strap season is doesn't exist anymore. That is it's over.
In Spanish, bro.
It was a good fight, Triple G, Derevyanchenko. I honestly, I'll watch a rematch of that shit. Good style clash.
Me too.
Yeah, man, really good fight. And yeah, so shout out to Black for having me on this platform. Shout out to Flame On for coming on. And yeah, man.
Yes, sir. You family, man. Shout out to Unbiased. Hey,
shout
Flame
out
On.
everybody, man. Black letting me on, Unbiased with the good debates. Everybody in the chat. This shit be good, man. We needed it though. I've been wanting to talk about it though, but it was.
Well, yeah, man.
I was backed up.
I'm gonna try to get about 2 to 3 more in this week. Live streams. So, just trying to build up our little UDC catalog, man. Get some live streams in, get some regular content videos in, and that way, people can just come and just get the content, man, and be able to just go to everybody's channel, support them, so they can do what they do, man. But yeah, man, we got to keep talking about this shit, man, because it's like I guess we just ahead of the game because we just been talking about certain things that a lot of people just didn't want to believe or they didn't catch it first or whatever. I don't know, but death of the casual. Death of the casual.
I noticed that we say things on our stream, and then months later it happens. Dead serious.
That's why I'm realizing like we get hated on because we might see something before it actually happens, and then they mad at us because they don't see the same shit. And then when it happens, they looking at us like, the fuck? Yeah, well, man, look, death of the casual community, man. That shit is out because it's really hurting a lot of these professional athletes' career, man. I believe the casual community has hurt Deontay Wilder's career, Errol Spence's career, Tank's career. A lot of these talented, gifted fighters out here, man. These casuals, y'all are destroying their careers, man. Y'all gonna get these guys seriously hurt. Seriously hurt. You know what I'm saying? And stop hyping these guys up to believe that they're something that they're not. Allow them to just progress and prove themselves. And once they prove themselves, cleaned out the division or something like that, then you can bring in your freaking cheerlead videos, hype, and bulldoze chronicles. But take your time, man. Allow these fighters to progress and prove themselves. That's it. So I appreciate everybody that tuned in, man. And we got to keep bodying this casual shit and just start, keep focusing on this real shit. Salute to Triple G and Derevyanchenko for giving us another Fight of the Year candidate fight. That was an epic fight. I'll watch it again. I mean, even a Porter Spence, I'll watch that fight again if it happens. But if you want to get that Danny work and you think that's an easy road to, be my guest. Go on ahead. We'll see. We'll definitely see. So without further ado, man, y'all be expecting, man. I'm trying to get like 2 or 3 more live streams in this week. We got to connect with my boy Unbiased, see, get his live streams popping off so we can be over there, support him. And we're going to keep flaming this thing on, man. So shout out to Flame On, riding with us, man. Been down with us with this UDC. And y'all just look forward to more content to come, man. UDC, True Media, we out.
Yo.